We are live. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Hello, hello, hello. If you're just coming in, welcome to the chat, guys. Welcome, welcome. We're going to be live for a little bit. We have some things to do tonight. I do actually have some things planned. We'll see how far it goes. I know I got at least like 2.5 hours here to hang out. Rec, what's up? Yo, 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 yo. How's it going? Let me zoom my camera in a little bit. Oh, I should have probably washed my face. I feel like I'm greasy. What? That list is disgusting to look at? What are you talking about, bro? What is Ken? Ken just literally jumps in, yelling. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. John De La Cruz, what's up? Welcome, welcome. John saying better worry about the lawsuit before all this gaming. Damn, bro, we are jumping right in, huh, guys? You guys are jumping in hot. Jumping in quick. Who has OP where? You know about the MSC roster? Yeah, bro. That's our rep. That's our rep. Strategic time. How's it going, man? All right. So, MSC coming soon. I wanted to, wait, where's the group stage? There's a group stage post? Is the group draw tomorrow? I've been waiting. Oh, so all right, so it's tomorrow. Finally, bro. Oh, there it is. Group draw is coming. Friday, 26th of May, 2003. Swipe for details. Rule 1. Team in Pool 1 will not be drawn to the same group. How did Phoenix get one of those spots? Okay. I wonder if BTK would have went when we had that slot. Like, why does Pool 1 have Phoenix in it? I don't know. Anyways. What am I streaming today? We're actually gonna watch some of the Phoenix games and learn about them a little bit. I think until MSC, we'll probably watch some grand finals of different regions and. No team from the same qualified region will be drawn into the same group. Rule 3. 4 franchise league teams will not be drawn to the same group. Okay. Group draw order, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D, A, B, C, D. All right, easy enough. It's pretty simple. Phoenix Myanmar deserves that Pool 1. I would say, I mean, yeah. So, like, if our number 1, though, went, I would say we would deserve it almost as much. I think since OP's going, it's not as much a question because they're a runner-up. But, like, we scored in the same spot as Myanmar did. NA scored the same as Myanmar. And Phoenix isn't, and it's not even an MPL, so just like us. They should have scored out to see who gets it. True. True, bro. I don't think it's really disgusting, Screamo. It just is what it is, you know. Todak shouldn't have it. That's... Hey, man. Whatevs. Whatevs, whatevs. All right. So, like I said, we got a couple things planned. That is, what does it give? Did it give an exact time? I'm gonna call it now, right? It's gonna be we're gonna get something's telling me we're gonna get put in with Echo. We're gonna be put in with Echo. Echo, Singapore, Evos. Echo, Singapore, Evos, OP. Is that right? It's four teams per group. No, it's 3 teams per group. Right? Yeah, 3 teams per group. Sheesh. Bro, it's like really possible to get a bad group then, bro. Bro. Group stage is going to be tough for a lot of teams, bro. You got to win a game, bro. You got to win a game or you're out. TREX, can you stream OP scrims? I don't think so. I don't think so. They don't ask me, so I don't know. You got to win a game or you're going home, bro. Is it going to be best of 3s? How's it going to work, bro? Three teams in a group is low, bro. That's kind of crazy. It's best of 3. That would be better. I was going to say 3 teams in a group of best of 1s. Oof. Oof. Where's my vape? It's stressing me out, bro. I mean, I'm expecting OP to do well unless they get a really bad group stage. That's about that's it for me. Like, let's put it this way. If OP gets put in with Onic ID and Blacklist, it might be GG's, bro. I'd be happy if they get top 6. I talked about that on Mirko stream the other day. I'd be happy if OP gets, but I would have said the same thing about BTK. I'm happy with a top 6 finish. Here's the thing: we get put in Echo's group, we can't get paired with Blacklist, and I think OP can catch a dub against everyone else. I think OP can catch a dub against Burn. I think OP can catch a dub against Singapore, against Evo, against Fireflux, even though it might be hard. I think they can. I think they can against Occupy Thrones. And then I think Evos, I think it's possible too. I think it's possible. HOK will not take any by storm, bro. What do you mean? Arena of Valor, bro? Honor of Kings is Arena of Valor. It's already been here, bro. It flopped. Isn't HOK Arena of Valor? It's just the Chinese name for it. Yeah, bro. Honor of Kings is Arena of Valor. They're not different. So like, it's not it's not gonna do anything in America, bro. They'll bring out the still. It's too late, bro. Maybe, I mean, if let's put it this way. Let's put it this way. If Honor of Kings, let's put it this way. If Honor of Kings gave NA a esports, a legitimate, if they invested a bunch of money into a esports ecosystem, then yeah, a lot of teams would probably swap over. If several organizations got involved in it, yeah. Evo X. To be honest, Trex, you can say you're happy with 6th place or above, but I think you should encourage them by saying you'll want NA to win it all, which is what we all want. And hey, if they don't, that's great. Yeah. I mean, I always encourage, like, I think, yes, I think our region has the capabilities, but like, also, for example, like last year in M4, a lot of people seemed upset when we got 4th and 5th, and it's like that was a good slot globally, and that's all I'm saying. Like I'm just saying, like, I won't be I'd be upset if we bomb out. Like, I'd be a little upset. I'm just being honest. If we win it all, I think it's possible, but like, we'll see, Drea. Only time will tell. We will see. Oh yeah, I think OP can do well. I mean they're a good team. They are a good team. What's up, coach? What's up, Deku? Deku! Oh yeah. I have been continuously happy with how NA has done over the past since M3. I've been very proud. I've been happy. I think we just need to continue that. MSC is going to be another good test, though, right? It's going to be another good test because it's slightly less teams. It's a bit of a harder format because you get knocked out in group. You can get knocked out in group. It's smaller groups. Like, you have to perform decent in group stage. You cannot bomb out in group stage. So, like, you have to come in prepared immediately. It's not going to be like what happened with the Valley where they had a bad group stage, went to lower bracket, and climbed their way out. Like, that opportunity isn't going to come, right? If you bomb out in group stage, you're done. So, I think it'll be a good test. It's something that we haven't been able to do before. Something we haven't been a part of, so. BTK TREX M5? No, no BTK TREX, man. I'm just a caster, bro. Stop talking rap already. Nah, bro. Ken. Yeah, but that's not going to happen, Ken. So just drop it. Sorry to burst your bubble, bud. Move on. It's time to move on, bro. Cut the fried stream to watch yours? Well, thank you for joining. You left the legendary fried chicken to watch me, bro? Good luck. pop out chat. Let me pop out my chat real fast. All right. Let's watch Phoenix. So like right now, so I was doing research on Phoenix. All right, so I'm doing some research on teams right now for MSC and stuff like that. And I looked up Phoenix. I thought they had some Burmese Ghouls players, but they don't. They are literally just like their own team. None of the players even have Wikipedia pages. So, like, none of them have ever been to anything past Myanmar qualifiers, really, anything, like, big. Nextly, I would say last, for M4 qualifiers, they did come in second, so it seems like they have always been kind of following close behind. Here, we'll show you guys. It's research time, guys. It's time to nerd out. AI is the one with Burmese Ghouls players, okay? Okay, so this was last season. This was M4 qualifiers for Myanmar. Phoenix was in the top of Group B, so was Falcon. In the playoffs, they ended up losing to Falcons in the grand finals 3-1. But Phoenix did secure second place. Phoenix Esports, they've got a pretty full roster. They have lots of players. They've got 2 mids, 2 junglers, 1 gold, 1 EXP, and 2 roamers. Who's their coach? Their coach is Kalama, or Kong Hit O. None of these people have pages. So none of them have been part of any like high tier tournaments, I would say. Nobody. All these red names mean they don't have pages. But the team itself, they got second in the Myanmar qualifiers for IESF. Oh, how did IESF go for them? Falcon wasn't part of the IESF qualifiers, huh? Burmese Ghouls is actually going to represent Myanmar and IESF. Interesting. Falcon is officially disbanded. I don't know why. But if you look at like a lot of stuff for them, it seems like they've come behind Falcons a few times, right? They're trying to get them checks, bro. I mean, also like if they can get pulled into Indo or PH orgs, bro, of course they would do that. There's nothing huge in Myanmar really. They want to make that money, bro.
တစ်ဖက်က black ကပြန်ပစ်လိုက်ဟိုတနေ့ကပွဲတုန်းကblue အနေနဲ့သူ့ရဲ့ scale 1နဲ့ scale
So this is game 1. Grand finals, AI Esports up against Phoenix Esports. I am going to skip ahead a little bit. Everything's pretty normal. One interesting thing, Phoenix ended up banning out the Lilia here. But the Farza is still open, so I think they're giving themselves the No, they already have the Farza. Eve is banned. What does AI pick here? Lunox. Julian. They go for Julian. Julian Franco, good pick. Jax picks up the Terizla. I'm really not crazy about the Terizla. I know it works well for a lot of players, but I'm not super crazy about it. I don't know.
ဒီနေ့ဒါအားလုံးကိုကြိုတင်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ပြောထားမှာကဘာလဲဆိုတော့ဒီနှစ်တင်းရဲ့ဒီဟိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးပြောဒီပွဲကလည်းတကယ်ကို grand fight နဲ့ပွဲလေးဖြစ်တယ်ပြီးတော့နှစ်တင်းလုံး
Oh, I don't like that.
ဖြစ်တဲ့အခါမှာကျွန်တော်ရဲ့ဒီဘက် casting
I don't like these things in the corners.
ထိသွားခဲ့ရင်ကျွန်တော်အားလုံးကပဲနားလေပြီးတော့
It's a little too much.
ကြည့်ပေးကြဖို့အတွက်ကျွန်တော်တို့က
Blocks too much of the screen.
မြစ်တာရက်ခန့်တာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ခင်ဗျာ
ဟုတ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်အနေနဲ့လည်းအကောင်းဆုံးကျွန်
And
တော်
it really like pulls your eyes away, I feel like.
ကဲအဲ့တော့ဒီနေ့ game 1မှာဆိုရင်တော့စပြီးထွက်လာကနေအစားသူတို့ရဲ့ကျွန်တော်ဒီ dropping margin ကစား
Yeah, I think we're gonna watch. We'll probably watch the Fireflux games eventually.
ဒီမေတီတာတို့ဘာဒီကျွန်တော် Oh my Jenny ရဲ့ Valentina တို့ဘာလုံးဝမပေးထားဘူးပြီးတော့ဒီပွဲမှာကျွန်တော် Fini Esports အနေနဲ့လောလောဆယ် MOK နေတော့မင်းမ first bet ပြရတော့မယ်ဆိုရင်အားလေးဗျ
Nice flicker, nice flicker, nice flicker.
တစ်ချက်မှာ first leg ကိုတော့ Oh my GD fine time
Good play.
ဆိုတော့နောက်ထပ် just နေနေလာခဲ့ဖို့
Hey, aye.
ကြိုးစားရင်အရင်မတွေ့ဘူးပေါ့နော်
I like that. So I'm really trying to watch what Phoenix does here, but so they're falling behind a little bit. Don't get me wrong, there's some great Charisma players.
တော့ AoE damage combo ပြောလို့ရတယ်ကြာသွားလို့ရှိရင်လည်းကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါအများကြီးမိနိုင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒါပေမဲ့တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော် AI Esports ဘက်မှာဒီ Franco တို့ Julian တို့တွဲလုံးရှိတယ်ခုနက Bloody Hand ပြေးကြိုက်လို့ရှိရင်ဘက်မှာချုပ်တာနေဆိုလို့ရှိရင်လည်းဒီပုံစံမျိုးလေးပါနိုင်သေးရဲ့ဗျာ
ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒီ PS ရဲ့အကောင်းဆုံးဒါနော် lens lock သူ့အနေနဲ့ထိရထားရပြီနော်
ဟုတ်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ကျွန်တော်စိတ်ဝင်စားတဲ့
Maybe I'll learn some Myanmar.
ဒီ time journey ရဲ့တစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေတဲ့ AI Esports ရဲ့ crowd control တွေကိုအများကြီးကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါပြန်ဖြည့်ပေးနိုင်
What's the language for Myanmar?
အားလုံးရဲ့ဒီ final set ကြီးဝင်လာတာတို့ဒီ Julian ancient chain တွေပါပြီးတာတို့ပေါ့နော်တိုင်းကျော်အနေနဲ့ပြန်ပြင်ပြီးတော့ဒီဘက်က ball miss နေတဲ့ Teresa ရဲ့ဒီ penalty zone တွေပါပြန်ပြီးတော့ဗတေးမှာပြီးလို့ရမယ် FAN တော်တော်မာတွေဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်လောလောဆယ် first start တင်တော့ပါတော့ Phoenix ကပဲရရှိသွားခဲ့တယ်ဗျာနော် Phoenix Esports သူရဲ့ early game မှာတော့ first bet ပေးထားတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ဒါနော် first start တွေကိုတော့သူပြန်ရောက်လို့ယူထားပါသေးတယ်
အေးကျွန်တော် jungler ချင်းကလေကျွန်တော်ဒါ Lancelot နဲ့ကျွန်တော်တစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေ Fredrin ဆိုတော့ Fredrin နည်းနည်းလေးအလုံးဖြစ်မလို့ပြောလို့ရမယ်တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်း Lancelot immune တွေပါတယ် dash တွေပါတယ်သူ့အနေနဲ့
Oh Bloody Head ကြီးကြိုက်ထားတဲ့ဂျိုင်းမှာနောက်ထပ်တစ်
Bro, AI's kind of
ထပ်ပေးလိုက်ရပြီဗျာ MOK အနေနဲ့အဲ့လိုမျိုး
got their number this game, huh?
ဘာလို့လဲဆိုတော့သူက mid ဒီ game လောက်မှာသူကတက်မှာ S5
I know Phoenix wins. Does it end up? Is it a 4-1 or 4-0? How does Phoenix come back here?
ဒီကြာရင်လေဒီ Banu ရဲ့ဒီ dash တွေဝင်လာမှာဒီ final step ဝင်လာမှာတွေတော့သူ့အနေနဲ့တတိထားမယ်ဗျာနော်
ကဲဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော်ထပ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒါ notice လုပ်ချင်တာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်နောက်ထပ်
I would say that honestly, now that all of it's over, Zayn apologizing, etc., etc., I think this could be a very in the end, be kind of a healthy thing. Like maybe, hopefully, the community, the viewers, and the players kind of learn something from all of this.
ဒါပေမဲ့တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော် AI Esports ဘက်မှာကျွန်တော်ခုနကပြောသလို Julian ဝင်နိုင်တဲ့အပိုင်းတွေကျွန်တော်အားလေးကိနှစ်ကောင်ပေးထားရတဲ့အပိုင်းတွေရောကလည်းကျွန်တော်ပြောမယ်ဆိုလို့ရှိရင်ခုနက Jazz နဲ့လာကောက်တဲ့အပိုင်းမှာနည်းနည်းလေးနောက်ကျပြောရေးဆိုပဲထပ်ပြီးတော့ dash ထားပါသေးတယ် MOK ဒီတစ်ခေါက်ကထပ်ပြီးပေးရအောင်မလားဆိုရင် 1HP နဲ့
Can they actually do?
ပေးလိုက်ရပါသေးတယ် MOK
Because they have a team that can go.
ရှင်းမှာပေးထားတာဗျာဒါကတကယ်ဦးမှန်နဲ့ကျွန်တော်လောက်ကတစ်ခုလိုပဲကျွန်တော်ပြောရမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အောက်မှာ leader အနေနဲ့သူရောပြန်ကိုင်းတယ် leader ကို Hiroki ပြန်ရလိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ Phoenix ဘက်ကပိုကောင်းပါဗျာ
Do I think OP handled the drama well or not? I think they handled it great.
leader level 5ပဲရှိ Phoenix ဆိုတော့မဆိုးဘူးဗျာနော်ကျွန်တော် level 5ဆိုင်မှာတာနေဆိုပဲ black ဟူမှာနည်းပါသွားဆိုပဲ
I think they handled it great. They stayed out of it.
နည်းနည်းလေးတော့ fine သွားတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီမှာရှိနေ leader လေးရသလိုပဲသူ Bloody Jewel တွေပါရှင်းမှအိမ်ပြန်မှာဆိုတော့အဓိက family ကိုသူတို့လုံးဝအထီးကိမခံဘူးပေါ့နော်နောက်တစ်ချိန်မှာတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါတာတွေပေါ်လာပြီဆိုတော့ဒီတာတွေမှာတော့ကျွန်တော်ပထမအချိန်တော့ကျွန်တော် Phoenix ဘက်ကပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားတယ်ဒုတိယအချိန်မှာတော့ AI Esports အနေနဲ့ပိုင်ဆိုင်မလားထပ်ပြီးကြည့်ရမယ်နှစ်သင်းလုံးအနေနဲ့ Womo Combo တွေအများကြီး
This is not live. No, we're watching a rerun.
ပို့ပြီးသုံးမှုတော့လိုအပ်တယ်ဗျ
ဟုတ်ပါတယ် FAN Ball Mix နော်ဒီ second တာတွေနားမှာလို့ရှိ
Yeah, but Ken, you're just carrying it on, bro. It's over. It's over, bro.
second တာတွေဘယ်သူကရမှာလဲ FAN လော
Zayn and Hoon have talked. Everybody's the only people unhappy are you
ဒီကောက်
right
တာတွေ
now.
တော့ရောက်ယူထားခဲ့တယ်ဒီတော့ FAN ပြန်ပြီးတော့ကျသွားခဲ့တယ်ဗျ S5 တွေပါပြီးတော့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ပေးထားသေးပဲ story ပါပြီးတော့ Banu တကောင်တော့
Good pick on the Benmo.
ဂျိုင်းမှာတော့ပြန်ကျသွားခဲ့တယ်ဗျ
So like Phoenix right now, it's turtle for turtle, but Phoenix.
တို့ဒီ Julian ကြီးကတော်တော်ကြီးကိုနားနေပါပြီ Hiroki ၄កောင်နဲ့ power spike လေးဖြစ်နေရပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ဒီအရာတစ်ခုတော့
TREX, can we watch last 2022 finals Indo versus PH? You're talking about MSC?
နောက်ထပ် battery မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် Oh my Genie ရဲ့ damage တွေကဟို blind ကိုပြေးထိမယ်ဆိုတို့ဒါ
I don't think I watched last year's MSC finals.
ဟုတ်တယ် Oh my Genie ကိုဖမ်းနေဆိုပြီးမဲ့လေတို့နောက်ထပ်3တားမှာတခုက late game မှာဒီ leader ရဲ့ damage တွေကိုမေးထားလို့တော့မရဘူးเนาะကျွန်တော် Phoenix တို့အနေနဲ့အဲ့အချိန်မှာကျွန်တော် BNI နဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒါ BOD တစ်ချောင်း
Yeah, it just gets annoying like to keep on like bringing it up, guys.
ပြတဲ့ damage ကပို့ပြီးတော့နာလာလိမ့်မယ်ဒီဘက်မှာ Julian လည်း genius 1ပြီးထားဖက်နဲ့တော့မထည့်ထားသေးဘူး
ဖနက်မထည့်ထားဘဲနဲ့လုံးဝ full damage ကိုတဲသွားမယ်ဆိုတဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးကအဲ့ဒါဆိုတော့ ID damage ကတော်တော်ကျန်းပါနော်နောက်ထပ် minute ပိုင်းလေးပါပြီးတော့ဒီနှစ်တင်းလုံးရဲ့တက်လာတဲ့ပုံလေးတွေကလေနှစ်တင်းလုံးကတကယ်ကိုကောင်းနေနော်လောဆယ်ကျွန်တော် leader ပြန်ပြီး play တူပြီးပါဖြီးထားပြီးတဲ့ဂျိုင်းပါအိုးတစ်ချက်လေးပဲဗျလုံးဝတစ်ချက်လေးပဲလိုတာပါ
Hero Caption တော်တော်ယူနာနေပါကျွန်တော် Fair အနေနဲ့တောက်လျှောက်ချုံနေပါတော့ light တော့စစ်ထားသေးပေါ့နော်တစ်ခါမှ Oh my Genie ကျွန်တော်ပြန်ပြီး stand နေပါပြီးဒါပေမဲ့ Oh my Genie မှာ Genius 1 စောစီးပြီးထားတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့် magic damage ကလည်းများနေမှာပဲဗျကျွန်တော်ဆိုင်လဲဆိုင်လို့ရနိုင်တယ်ကျွန်တော်တစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေ Phoenix Esports က time journey ကို right time လေး3နိုင်မှရမယ်
Bro,
that
was a really good play. Zoning out, and they have Jex, like they're not even scared of black on the Franco. And here's the thing, like Franco knows it too. He's like, man, I can't use any of my skills because they're just gonna time journey. So it's like, what do you even do there? You're in this weird game of chicken, right?
ပြီးတော့ဒီနှစ်တင်းကကျွန်တော်အားလေး game မှာကနေကတောင်းလျှောက် battery ဖြစ်ပြီး tower rush နေတဲ့အနေထားမှာ Diamond never different အများတော့မကွာသေးဘူးဗျာနော်ဒီကလေသူတစ်ချိန်ကိုတစ်ချိန်ရထားလဲပါတယ်ဗျာနော်ဒါတေတွေတော့ okay နောက်ဆုံးကျွန်တော်တက်တာတွေပေါ်လာပြီဆိုရင်အနေထားမှာတော့ဒါ Phoenix ကပဲပြန်ရအောင်ယူမလားကျွန်တော် AI နဲ့လုံးဝအောက်ပါဗျာနော်ထပ်ပြီးတော့ဒါဒီ Bini ကိုသူတို့သွားခဲ့ဖို့အတွက်ကြိုးစားပါအဲ့တော့ဒီတာ
Need more coffee, guys.
အပေါ်မှာတော့သူတို့ game ရတော့သူတို့အဲ့တစ်ချက်ကတော့တော်တော်လေးမပြောဘူးမကောင်းဘူးဗျာပြောမယ်ဆိုကျွန်တော်ဒါတွေပေးလိုက်ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒီချိန်မှာသူတို့ပြေးတိုက်မှာလားတစ်ဖက်မှာလေ just ကကျွန်တော် ultimate တွေပဲရှိကောင်းရှိနိုင်တယ်
ပြီးတော့သူတို့ tower လေးမရလိုက်ဘူးနော်အဲ့တစ်ချက်ကတော့ဒါနည်းနည်းလေးကျွန်တော် AI အတွက်ကတော့စိုးဝါးသွားခဲ့တဲ့အရာတစ်ခုလို့ကျွန်တော်ပြောရမယ်ဗျာနော်
ဟုတ်တယ်ဆိုတော့တစ်ဖက်မှာလေကျွန်တော် Fair အနေနဲ့အပေါ်ပြန်ကြည့်ထားတယ်နည်းနည်းလေးပြန်ပြီးငိမ့်တက်သွားသလိုပဲ
We could watch it. I just don't know if we'll watch it right now.
ဒီက player ညောက်ကနည်းနည်းလေး different ဖြစ်နေဆိုရင်တစ်ဖက်မှာလေကျွန်တော်ဒါ AI info ဘက်က ban လို့နည်းနည်းလေးနေဆိုတော့ဒါကြောင့်မို့ကျွန်တော် network difference ကအကျန်းကြီးမကွာသေးရပါတော့
ပြီးတော့နောက်တစ်ခုရှိတာ Phoenix Esports ရဲ့ဒါဆော့ကစားရေးပုံစံဒီပွဲမှာသူတို့က MOK နဲ့ကျွန်တော် Jack နဲ့ကိုခေါ်ထားသူကနောက်ထပ် backup တင်နေ PH7 နဲ့ Simple နဲ့ကြံရှိနေသေးတယ် Falcon နဲ့ဆော့ရဲ့ပွဲမှာတော့ကလည်းသူတို့အဲ့လိုမျိုး mid ဂျူလိုတွဲလို့
What do you guys think about Phoenix?
အမှားမရှိဘဲနဲ့တေချာဆော့ပြခဲ့တာဆိုတော့ Phoenix ရဲ့ကစားပုံကစားကွက်တွေကျွန်တော်လုံးဝ short တွက်ထားလို့တော့မရဘူး AI Esports တို့အနေနဲ့လောဆယ်
Do we think they're actually better than Falcon?
ထိုင်းကြအနေနဲ့လုံးဝ save တာနော်ဟို Jazz ကပြောမယ်ဆိုကျွန်တော် Beatrice နားမှာပဲကတ်နေရဗျကျွန်တော် PN ဒီချိန်ဒီမှာတော့ပြန် form အောင်ရမယ်နော်နောက်မှာကျွန်တော် black နေတယ်ပြီးတော့ကြိုက်ထားတဲ့ triangle အောက်မှာ strike ဆိုတော့တော်တော်လေးတော့တွေးတော့ကြာနေခဲ့ကြပြတ်သွားလို့များလို့များတယ်
This is Myanmar.
3 versus 1 4 versus 1လောက်ထိပါဖြစ်သွားပြီပေါ့နော် PN တော့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ကြာသွားခဲ့ဆိုတဲ့အနေထားမှာနောက်တစ်ချန်နေတဲ့ဆိုလေးလေးကို oh fine is that Bini နေနဲ့ record ပြန်ပြီးဖြတ်ခံလိုက်ရတဲ့အနေထားပါမော့ပြန်ပြီးရောက်လိုက်တဲ့ air strike ပြန်ပြီးချထားပြီး
Yeah, they were second and fourth. Oh.
ပြန်ပြီးပေးလိုက်တော့ Bini နဲ့တစ်ဖက်မှာပြန်ပြီးထုတ်
Well played. If Benji outplays these dudes here, no way. Here's the crazy thing. Phoenix is like really behind in kills, but their farming seems pretty good. Because they're keeping gold. They're actually keeping the lead on gold right now. Hard. Like the fact that it's 8-2 and they're leading in gold, it's kind of insane. It's kind of crazy, yo.
လီဒါနေနဲ့ခုံတာလည်းကန်ကောင်းသွားလို့မဟုတ်ဘူးအိမ်သားကဒါမိသွားမယ်ဆိုတော့တခါတက်ဖို့အတွက်ဂျာခိုင်တို့များတယ်အဲ့ချိန်ဒီမှာနောက်တစ် fast တော့ကြီးကတော့ထပ်မှန်ပြီးတော့ပေါ်လာခဲ့ပါဒီ fast တော့နည်းနည်းကျွန်တော် network different အဆုံးဖြတ်ပေးသွားမဲ့ကျွန်တော် lot တစ်ခုဖြစ်မယ်လို့တော့ထင်ပါတယ်တော့ရရှိသွားတဲ့အတင်းကတော့အနည်းဆုံးကျွန်တော် 1.2 1.3 လောက်ကတော့ရသွားမယ်လို့တော့ထင်နေဗျဟုတ်ပါတယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒီချိန်
What do you think about adding 1 point to the winner? During grand finals in MSC, is that happening? Is that a thing that's happening?
MOK နေတော့တခါလေးကြာသွားခဲ့ leader damage တွေဂျိုင်းမှာ jet တခါလေးထပ်ပြီးပေးလိုက်ရရင် leader David Key ပါအဲ့တော့ penalty တုံးနဲ့ထပ်ပြီးဝင်လာရင်းနဲ့ပဲ black တကောင်တော့ပြန်ပြီးယူထားပြီးပါတယ် fan ကျန်ရှိနေ Bini ရဲ့ damage တွေ Bini ရဲ့ damage တွေဝင်လာခဲ့မယ်ဆိုရင် PS ဒီနဲ့ထပ်ပြီးတော့ကြာသွားခဲ့ပြီဒါပေမဲ့ ban တို့ထပ်ပြီးတော့ထိန်းထားပါတယ် ban တို့နဲ့ Bini ရဲ့ဘယ်သူကတာပါလဲဆို Bini ရဲ့ damage တွေကြားထဲမှာပဲ ban တို့တကောင်ထပ်ပြီးလိုက် over chain ပြန်ရောက်လိုက်တယ်
What event did that? I feel like there's an event that did that.
Bini Esports ပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားပါသည်ဟိုးထီ
Did ISF do that?
leader နဲ့ mid နဲ့ကတော့တူတီကိုတီမျိုးပြန်ပြီးတော့မင်းနေတယ်ဗျ
I hate that idea. AI Esports အနေနဲ့ so strategy ချသွားတယ် Phoenix Esports တော်တော်လေး fine နေဟို Bini ကို lane ရှင်းခိုင်းပြီးနောက်ပိုင်း
If you're gonna give the winner bracket team an advantage, just make it a bet. Just make it that winner bracket has to lose twice. Lots of tournaments do that. Lots of tournaments do that. Yo, thank you for the donation. What's your name though, bro? What's your name? I can't see your name. Is that little symbol a name? Thanks for being an amazing caster, sir. I really do appreciate it. I need to add talk to chat real fast. or donations to talk to whatever it's called, chat to talk, chat to voice, whatever. Give me 1 second, guys, because I had to I had to completely do a computer wipe on my computer not too long ago. Tilde, it's just the tilde. I like it, bro. What is it called again? Streamlabs. Streamlabs.com. Sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. Log in. Super chats. Just text. Text to speech. Copy. Copy. Super chat. Control V. Okay.
TREX donated $36 through Super Chat.
It works.
This is a test Super Chat alert for $36.
Well, thank you, Nameless. The Nameless King. The Nameless King. I appreciate the donation, man. I really do.
မှာ तू ကဝင်ရောက်လာပြီးတော့ damage ပေးတာဗျာဟုတ်တယ်အဲ့တော့သူ့ရဲ့ဒီ flick ကပေးတဲ့ damage ကြီးဂျိုင်းမှာလေ PS ကဖြတ်သွားတယ်လို့ Banu ကဖြတ်သွားတော့ကြာလीနော်အဲ့ဘက်တင်မှာနေတော်တော်လေးအကြရှုံး AI Esports ဘက်ကများသွားတယ်လို့ပဲပြောရမယ်ဗျ
Banu နဲ့ Ryan Mid နဲ့ကြားထဲမှာတော်တော်လေးဟာနေဗျ Network difference က goal difference က
ဟုတ်တယ်
ပြီး
ပြီး
တော့
တော့
600နဲ့6900
ဒီနှစ်တင်းလုံးကပြန်ပြီးတော့ပြောရမယ်ဆိုရင်ဒါသူတို့ဒီနှစ်တင်းကဘဲတင်းမဲနိုင်သူတို့ရဲ့ပထမဦးဆုံးတော့ MSC ကိုသူကသွားမှာဆိုတော့ကြာလीလုံးဝဒီနှစ်တင်းလုံးကဒီပွဲကိုရေကုန်ရေကန်းကိုစော့မှာဗျ
ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒါမြန်မာကျွန်တော်ဒါ Mobile Legends community အတွက်ကျွန်တော်ဒါနောက်ထပ်မျိုးဆက်တစ်လူငယ်
Bro,
အားလုံးက
the real question is, what are all these following things coming from? Are they coming from my Facebook, bro?
ဒီဘက်က Phoenix ဘက်ကကျတော့ဒီတစ်ခေါက် MSC ကရသွားမယ်ဆိုတာသူတို့ပထမဦးဆုံးပွဲပဲ
I think this is like still connected to my Facebook, maybe?
အားရတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒါလို့တော့သူတို့ဖြည့်ရှင်းပြီးသွားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ second turret တွေပေးထားရတယ်အောက် lane တစ် lane ပဲကျန်တော့တယ်ပေါ့နော်ဆိုတော့ network 4.5k လောက်ထိတာသွားတယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒီမှာဂျန်ငယ်တွေကို control လိုက်လုပ်လို့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီဘက်မှာ AI Esports အနေနဲ့သူတို့ initiative ပို့ပြီးလုံတင်သလားလို့
ဘယ်လိုချိန်ခံထားပြီအဲဆို Fanny ဒီဆိုကွက်တီလေးပဲပြော
As I was saying, I think if they were going to give an advantage to the winning team, to the upper bracket team, it would be they just have to play. They have to play twice.
နည်းနည်းလေး family space ပြန် fall ပြီးတော့နောက်ထပ်ထွက်လာမယ် objective တစ်ခုပဲပြန်စောင့်မယ်ထင်တယ်ဗျ MOK နဲ့ဒီပွဲမှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါ king 9កောင်လောက်ထိပါပေးထားရတယ်ပေါ့နော်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီချိန်မှာသူ့ရဲ့ team rotation ကသူကိုယ်တိုင်အနောက်မှာကျွန်တော် position တရားရဲ့ပိုင်းနဲ့ပို့ပြီးတော့ခက်ခဲနေတယ်ဒီကလည်း black နဲ့ oh my genie အကြောင်းလို့ပဲပြောရမယ်ဗျ Banu လည်းပါတယ်ပေါ့နော်
ဟုတ်တယ်အားလီမှာတော့ AI Esports တို့အနေနဲ့တောက်ချထိန်းထားနိုင်ခဲ့တယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ Phoenix Esports တို့အနေနဲ့ဒီ first shot တစ်ချိန်ပြန်ရလိုက်တဲ့နောက်မှာဒါပေမဲ့ network difference ကတော်တော်လေးကိုကွာသွားတယ်ပေါ့နော်ကွာနေတဲ့ network difference ကိုဘယ်လိုမျိုးနဲ့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ထိန်းဆော့မယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ AI Esports ကိုလည်းကျွန်တော်က short ထားလို့မရသေးဘူးဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတော့မနေ့ကပွဲတွေမှာသူတို့တက်လာခဲ့တဲ့ကျွန်တော်ပုံစံကြီးကဒါတကယ်ဟိုအရန်ကိုမိုက်တယ်လို့ပြောလို့ရတယ် 3G တွေ 3G နဲ့ဖက်ပြသွားခဲ့တာသူကဖက်ကနေမှတစ်စင်ချင်းတက်လာတဲ့အတင်းကြီးကအမှန်တမ်းပြောရင်ပူကြောက်ဖို့ကောင်းနေဗျာ
ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ပြီးတော့ခါကြောက်လေသူတို့နိုင်လိုက်ပွဲစဉ်တွေပေါ့
Alright, I think we're good now.
သူတို့ကောင်းကောင်းဖန်တီးနိုင်တယ်ဆိုတော့ပြောမယ်ဆို AI Esports အနေနဲ့ high ground defenses မှာတော်တော်ကြီးကိုအားသာတဲ့အသင်းလို့ပြောလို့ရမယ်ဆိုတော့ဒီအချိန်မှာ second turret နေပေးထားလို့ရရဆိုပေမဲ့ AI Esports အနေနဲ့သူတို့အတွက်အများကြီးလောက်ပြလို့ရတဲ့အရာရှိနေသေးတယ်ပေါ့နော်တစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေ Phoenix Esports အနေနဲ့ကလည်းဆိုတော့ itemization သွားပြီးတော့ကြည့်ရမယ်ဗျာနော်
Alright, let's get back into the game. Take a look at junglers. Faye on 2 deaths. 2 deaths. Still out jungling Lance. Like, here's the crazy thing right now, like, from just what I'm seeing right now. And like I said before, it's the gold, bro. Like, Phoenix is really just out farming AI to a huge extent. They are falling behind in kills, and they are still, like, throughout this whole game, they've stayed ahead, even though they lost some skirmishes. And like someone said in the chat, map control, like, that's something you could definitely attribute to map control, macro.
ဆိုတော့တစ်ဖက်မှာကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါ Tracer တို့တစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေကျွန်တော် Fian တို့ကတော့ဒါနောက်ထပ် Radiant Armor Blade Armor Immortal ထည့်ထားတယ်ပေါ့နော်
Mick ရဲ့လုံးဝ item family ကကျွံထွက်နေပြီဗျ Radiant armor ရော blade armor နောက်ထပ်မှာသူ blade ace ဆို3တက်ရှိမယ်ဒီဘက်က magic က damage
Like, you know what doesn't even make sense? Jex, who's a roamer, who's getting roam gold, has 800 more gold than Black, and he's got one more death. Black even has a kill. How does that even make sense? Where's he getting his gold from? He's only supposed to be getting gold from his boots. We're going to look at Fireflux too throughout this week. I think Fireflux is definitely a team to watch out for. A little good flicker by Mock, reposition, drops down the feathered airstrike. That was a good play by Mock there. Oh my god! Hold up! Hold up, bro! What just happened? Look at Mock here, right? First we look at Mock. Benno thinks he catches him. Mock flickers, so does Benny. They both reposition. Feathered airstrike comes down. Benno's taken out. And watch Benny switches over to the snipe shot and boom! Sheesh. Sheesh. We're going to talk about FIMP too, guys. Don't worry.
ပေါင်းစာရအောင်ခိုးလိုက်ဒါပေမဲ့ဒီချိန်မှာလောတက်လာတဲ့အရာတခုလေသူတို့အကောင်းဆုံးဖြည့်ရှင်းပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော် hero king နှစ်ကောင်မှာပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားရဆို ban BNC မှာရှိနေ damage ကလည်းတော်တော်များဆိုတစ်ဖက်မှာရှိနေ AN Esports မှာလည်း damage တွေထွက်တဲ့လောက်ထွက်နေပြီဗျဒါပေမဲ့တခုစဉ်းစားရမှာကျွန်တော် ban
Fireflux was a 4-0 as well though.
ထိနိုင်မှုလို့ခုနကကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါ initiative လုပ်သွားတဲ့ပိုင်းတွေပို့ပြီးတော့ fine နေဒါပေမဲ့ကျွန်တော် BNC နားလေးကိုကတ်ဖို့ကနည်းနည်းလေးပို့ပြီး defensive item တွေပို့လို့ရတယ်ပေါ့နော်
That was a quick snipe. That was a quick scope. That was a no scope right there. That was just a pep. That was a no scope.
ကျွန်တော်လည်းမထင်တာဘူးဗျာသိလားအဲ့လို damage ပေါက်သွားမယ်လို့ပေါ့အဲ့ရှိမှဆိုလေသူ idea တော်တော်လေး
That was a no scope, bro.
raw ရော BOD ရောဆိုတာကြာ
တာပြီးပါသွားထားသေးရဲ့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော် damage ကတော်တော်များတယ်တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော် mock အနေနဲ့ပြောရင်းဆိုရင်ပဲကျွန်တော်ဒီ define clip VY
ပြီးရင်ကျွန်တော်နောက်ပိုင်း minute တွေမှာကြာရင်ထပ်ပြီးတော့မြင်ရမှာအဲ့ define clip ပြီးတာရဲ့ fasa ရဲ့ air strike နဲ့ BN ရဲ့ sniper damage တွေပြီးတော့ bomb miss ရဲ့ flicker penalty zone တွေရှိမှဖြစ်တယ်လို့
A 360 no scope.
AN Esports လို့နေနေတော့ဒီ ER တွေကိုတော်တော်လေးထားရတော့
Now we're getting crazy.
လက်မှုရရှိဖို့လိုအပ်တယ်ပေါ့ AN Esports အနေနဲ့ ban ရဲ့ကျွန်တော် finance land နဲ့အနောက်မှာကျွန်တော် oh my god ရဲ့ damage တွေ
Oh.
Ilican ကိုကောင်းသွားလို့
Oh.
image နဲ့ကောင်းကောင်းနားလေသူတို့အနေနဲ့ပြစ်မဲ့
That was close.
အကုန်လုံးပြောင်းနေတော့
Wonder if he actually meant to BMI that.
ဟုတ်တယ်နော်ကဲနောက်ဆုံးဒါ AN Esports တို့အနေနဲ့ second တော့ပြန်ပြီးတော့ရထားတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ပြန်တက်လာတဲ့ battle တစ်ခုမှာ Phoenix အနေနဲ့ချက်ချင်းပြန်ရိုက်ပြလိုက်တယ်ဗျအဲ့တော့ကြောင့်မလို့ Phoenix ရဲ့ network difference ကတော့အခုလက်ရှိအချိန်ထိ 5.2 ရှိနေတော့မှာ
Okay ကျွန်တော်မှာ 5.2 okay goal leading ဆိုရင်အောက်မှာ black နေနေတော့ဒီချိန်မှာတော့ initiative လုပ်ဖို့တော့စဉ်းစားရနောက်မှာ
I bet a lot of Phoenix fans are happy. Like, any Phoenix fans over there in Myanmar, I bet they're like, because it seems like they've always kind of been like a second or third place team. It would be like, you know, it would be like I feel like it'd be the equivalent of like Ackerman winning and going to MSC. Like a team that's just always kind of just made it short and hasn't been able to make it to that, win those big qualifiers. So I bet a lot of Phoenix fans are like hype. Shark Franco. Bro. Shark Franco's mean, bro. This shit is vicious. It's disgusting. Can he play it like he does in NA though? Because there's a lot of heroes Shark plays well, and sometimes when he gets to that world stage, he kind of like he gets shaky, bro.
လက်ပြစ်လိုက်နေဆိုပေမဲ့နည်းနည်းလေးလူသွားပါတယ်ဗျဒါပေမဲ့လေတစ်ဖက်မှာ fan ကျန်ရှိနေတယ်လို့ MOK လည်းကျန်ရှိနေတယ် 4man ကျန်ရှိနေတယ် Phoenix Esports
We can watch something else. What does everybody want to watch? If we can get several people to vote on something to watch, we can watch it. We can do a poll. We got some people that want to watch MSC 2022 Grand Finals, RSG versus Indo, anime. I wish I could, bro. Can NA compete internationally without Zane? We're gonna figure. I mean, we're gonna have to learn, bro. I think the idea that only sending teams with Zane is a little at some point like, come on, you know. We're not gonna watch the PH Grand Finals, bro. It was Echo. It was we all already watched that. It's just Echo sweeping Blacklist again. I watched that. I watched that at M4, bro. Live.
Fini Esports အနိုင်ရရှိသွားခဲ့ပြီဖြစ်ပါတယ်
ကျွန်တော် game number 1ကတော့ကျွန်တော် finish အတွက်ပဲဖြစ်သွားခဲ့တယ်ပေါ့နော်နောက်ဆုံးကျွန်တော် high ground defenses ကိုတကယ်ကြီးကိုလလပပလုပ်ခဲ့တယ်ကျွန်တော် dash တွေနဲ့ကျွန်တော် ban တို့အကောင်းဆုံးထိန်းခဲ့ဆိုပေမဲ့နောက်ဆုံးသောအခြေအနေမှာတော့တကယ်ကြီးကိုအဆင်မပြေသွားရင်လည်း game number 1ကတော့ကျွန်တော် finish Esports အတွက်ပဲဖြစ်သွားခဲ့ပြီဗျ
ဟုတ်ပါတယ်နော်နောက်ဆုံးကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါထင်ထားခဲ့တဲ့ဒီ air strike
Tian Yato, worst generation, bro. New generation. Taking down the Yonkos, bro. They took down the Yonkos. And all they had was Jinbei with them. Zane is Jinbei. Because he's old school, but he hangs out with the new kids. Will Zane actually quit MLBB? I don't think so. I don't think so, but hey, man, you never know, yo. Crazy world. Theo, I see what you're saying, bro. I see what you're saying, bro. Does everyone want to watch MSC 2022? OP versus BT Ken again. Maybe, bro. We're definitely not going to watch MSC 2022. We want to watch the teams for MSC, bro.
အပိုင်းကြီးရှိရဗျာနော်ဒီ grot glue ပြီးတော့ Benny နေတဲ့ဒီပွဲမှာကျတော့ဟို Harry ဒီဘာကြီးကင်တာပြအဲ့ Harry ကိုထိန်းဖို့တော့ကဟိုမှာတကယ်ပြောရမယ်ဆိုတော့ US 10ရဲ့လူကနည်းနည်း
Cambodia is live right now.
ဒီ Harry ကပို့ပြီးရှိပါလေပါရောနော်မ just နေနဲ့ကတော့ Mac ကတော့ကျွန်တော်ဒါကျွန်တော်ပြန်တော့ကြည့်ထားတယ် Black ကလာထောက်ပြီးထားဗျာဆိုတော့ jungle rotation အရဆိုရင်တော့ Fian အပေါ်သွားမယ်ဆိုတဲ့အနေထားတစ်ခုတော့ဒီဘက်မှာရှိနေပေါက်စနေကောင်းကောင်းတော့တိသွားပြီနော်
ဟုတ်တယ်Black ရဲ့ signature hero တစ်ကောင်ဖြစ်နေရောက်လေရှုပ်လို့တော့
Can I speak Mandarin? No, bro.
ဒီတော့နိုင်ခဲ့တဲ့ပွဲတွေမှာဒီ hero တွေနဲ့ပဲနိုင်ခဲ့ပြီးတော့ Harry ကိုကျွန်တော်တို့
This is the second time Phoenix has kind of picked an off-brand.
အဲ့တော့ final flat တွေနဲ့ Leslie ရဲ့ပြစ်ချက်တွေနဲ့
Oh, I know it's Black that has Black that has the Matilda. This dude's name is Boss Milk. This dude's name is Boss Milk, bro.
Offlane ကိုပြန်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တို့ကြီးရမယ်ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီ glue နဲ့ကျွန်တော်အားလုံးနဲ့ဆိုတော့ကြလေ glue နဲ့အားလုံးနဲ့ကတော့သူ့မတာကိုမတာလောက်ပါပဲเนาะကျွန်တော် glue early game region ရှိတယ်လို့ကျွန်တော်အားလုံးကလေသူ့ရဲ့ dash နဲ့ဒီကျွန်တော် strike တွေက damage ပါတယ်ဆိုတော့ကြလေเนาะသူတို့နှစ်ကောင်မှာတော့ level 4 စရပြီးတော့
Predictions
သူကတော့ပူတာမယ်လို့ထင်မိရပဲเนาะ
ဒီပွဲမှာလေကျွန်တော်ဒီအားလုံးကကျွန်တော် unban နေဝင်နေ
When you doing the tier list for MSC, I mean we did one on stream, bro.
ပုံမှန်ဆိုလို့ချင်းကျွန်တော်တန်းပေး
We did one
နေပိုင်းနဲ့ထွက်လာမယ်
the other night.
နေကောင်းနေနိုင်နေပေါ့နော်
I'm probably gonna do an official one soon. I don't know. And we'll probably do a what's it called?
စပြီးတော့ရမှာလေဒီဘက်မှာလေ Fan Federation ရှိနေလို့ဒီဘက်မှာလေ PS ရဲ့ Martis ဗျာနော်လုံးဝ Immune Spare တွေအများကြီးနဲ့တူထပ်ပြီးတော့ကျွန်တော်တက်လာမှာ Wine Chance ဒီဂျိုင်းမှာတော့ Stand Wrong with Ban တို့တခါတည်းကိုပြတ်သွားခဲ့ရတာပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့
We're probably gonna do a we did a chat tier list.
ထပ်ပြီးကြားနိုင်တယ်နော်နားတော့ကက်လို့မရဘူးဗျ
ဘန်တို့ချုံလာစစ်တဲ့အရာတခုကောင်းကောင်းနားလည်ပြီးတော့သူ့လုံးဝ single target aim နဲ့အကုန်လုံးနဲ့ဖြတ်သွားတယ်ဗျ။အော်ဒီချိန်ဒီမှာတော့
We're gonna do a group. Yeah, that's it. We're gonna do a group stage prediction.
ဒီဘိုင်တော့ရသွားခဲ့ပြီမယ်တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်း manipulation ချက်ချင်းပဲထောက်ထားသေးတယ် just နေတော့ immune ထားပြီးတော့ပြီးတော့ dive ဝေါ်ပိတ်လိုက်တယ်ဗျ။ဒါပေမဲ့ပြန် forward ပါအောင်မယ်။ဟို data တွေကိုတော့ကျွန်တော် finish Esports အနေနဲ့ပိုင်ဆိုင်သွားတယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒါ Hyuki တကောင်ရောပေါ့နော် first plan နဲ့အတူပဲဗျ။
ဟုတ်တယ်ဗျနော် first star day
Where will group stage be streamed, yo? Where will group draw be streamed?
စပြီးတော့ထပ်ပြောင်းလဲဆိုတော့ထက်ကြည့်ရပါမယ်လို့ဒီဂျန်ကနှစ်ကောင်ကြားထဲမှာတော့တိတ်မကွာဘူးဆိုပြီးမဲ့လေပဲနော်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ first star တွေကိုပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားတဲ့ဒီဘက်က finish ဘက်ကတော့ဟိုနောက်ထပ်ပတေပိုင်းလေးမှာပို့ပြီးတော့မေးလို့ကောင်းမလားလို့ပေါ့နော်
ဒီကရှီးပါတော့ခါကြ rotation ဘိုင်းမှာပို့ပြီးတော့အဆင်ပြေလိမ့်မယ်ပေါ့နော်။သွားပြီး dive ရတဲ့အပိုင်းတွေမှာဆိုတော့ရှီးလေးပါပါနေတော့ခံစားလေးရှိရဗျ။ဆိုတော့တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော်ပေါက်စာနဲ့ aggressive ပုံစံစော့ကျင်တယ်လို့ပဲ black ကလုံးဝ map ဖွင့်ပေးထားတဲ့အချိန်တွေတခုမှာ finish Esports ရဲ့ information တွေအချက်သတင်းအချက်လက်တွေသိနေရပေါ့နော်။ဆိုတော့အောက်လေးကိုသူတို့ပြန်ပြီး rotation တော့ရောက်လာပြီ။ဟိုဒီအောက်လေးမှာဆိုအလီတာနည်းနည်းလေးပို့ပြီးတော့ဖိနေတယ်။ best car fury ကို first item သွားထားတယ်ဗျ။
ပြီးတော့နောက်ထပ်ကျွန်တော်စိုးရိမ်တာတခုอ่ะပေါ့နော် early game မှာ
Yeah, but like, is it gonna be what time? There's no times for it. Cause like, if it's the 26th, nah, bro. It's the 26th in Asia. So it's gonna be the 26th, but probably late as fuck, like 2 a.m. or something.
damage က early game မှာတိတ်မရှိတလောက်ပဲဟို slow တွေပေးနိုင်တာတော့မှန်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ slow တွေပေးနိုင်တဲ့ဂျားမှာဘီနီကိုထိမှရမထိဘူးဆိုရင်သူတို့ spare တွေကဟိုအရန်တိကျမှုပေါ့အရန် instant မပြတ်ဘူးလို့တော့ကျွန်တော်ပြောရမယ်ဗျာနော်
တက်ဖို့ကလည်း stand နေပေးမယ်ဆိုလွတ်လာနိုင်တယ်ဆိုအဲ့တစ်ချက်လေးရှိနေသေးတယ် mystery show emblem နဲ့ဆိုတော့ကျွန်တော် discount ချရပါညာတော့ရှိမယ်ပေါ့နော်ဟောဒီပုံစံ
Yeah, I can't find anything, bro.
သွားဆိုရင် AI ကနည်းနည်းလေး like ဆိုင်နေတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ finish Esports လုံးဝရှောင်နေပြီးတော့နောက်ထပ်ထွက်လာမယ်ဒီ data တွေမှာပြန်ဆိုင်မဲ့ပုံစံမျိုးသူသွားနေရဗျာ
ကျွန်တော် Phoenix ကသူတို့လူရင်နေတဲ့ item တွေရမှ first item
Phoenix got second place in the M4 qualifiers. They lost to Falcon for the M4 qualifiers. It seems like they've always been a number 2 or number 3 team in Myanmar. So they finally made it this time.
damage ကတော့များနေပြီဒါပေမဲ့တစ်ဖက်ကိုပြန်ပြကြည့်မယ်ဆိုလေ Harry နဲ့သူ early game မှာလိုအပ်နေတဲ့စာအုပ်အသေးလေးရ river လေးရဖက်နက်ကလေးရရတယ်ဖက်နက်ကလည်းကူးကောင်းရှော့ပြီးမြဖက်နက်ဆိုတာအဆင်ပြေတယ်ဗျ
dash တွေပါဇက်တိုက်တုံးလို့ရတာပေါ့ Salmon 4တွေပါခင်းပြီးသွား Calamity River တစ်ချောင်းဆိုရင်တော့ तू ဆိုင်လို့ရပြီဒါပေမဲ့ black ကအောက်ကိုဆင်းလာပြီနော်ဆိုတော့ဒီအချိန်ဒီမှာ၄အောင်လောက်ထိ gun မဲ့အနေထားတစ်ခုဟို Phoenix Esports တာတဲ့လုံနေတဲ့အချိန်မှာအောက်ကကျွန်တော် Danny ကိုသွားပြီးတော့
Let's see, it's Mobile Legends official, right?
တော်တော် Hyuki သူမရသွားဘူးဆိုရင်တော့တော်တော်လေးတော့များသွားမယ်ဒါပေမဲ့4တွေပါထပ်ပြီးတော့ပြီးနေ jet ပြန်ပြီးရောက်လိုက် wine check ပါပြန်ပြီးထပ်တိုက်ရဟိုဘက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော်တာတေရရှိသွားတဲ့အနေသားမှာ black တစ်ကောင်လည်းအောက်မှာထပ်ပြီးတော့ပေးလိုက်ရပြီဗျ
Or MLBB Esports.
နောက်ထပ် Hyuki တစ်ကောင်ပါထပ်ပြီးတော့
official.
ရပြီဗျ AI လောက်တာမအောင်မြင်သွားဘူးပဲပြောရဒင်းတို့1တော့လည်းအဲ့လိုပုံစံမျိုးလေးဖြစ်ခဲ့တယ်ပေါ့နော် AI Esports နေဒီတစ်ခေါက်မှလည်းကျွန်တော်အားလေးမှာထပ်ပြီးတော့ဖြစ်ပြန်ပြီဟောဒီချိန်ဒီမှာတော့ကျွန်တော် fan က
It doesn't say where it's going to be streamed though.
မသေးသွားသေးဘူးဗျဆိုတော့ဒီချက်လေးအကြောင်းပဲ network point မှာ 1.6k လောက်ကွာနေခဲ့ပြီဗျ
တော့ဒီလိုမျိုးပုံစံစော့မယ်ဆိုတာဟိုကစ Phoenix တို့အနေနဲ့တိတ်နေလို့ပဲ
Oh, we can't watch it. That's sad.
ဒီရဲ့ position ကလည်းလုံးဝမကြုံဘူးဗျ
လုံးဝအနောက်တာဝန်
Only stream to players.
ရှိတယ်ကျွန်တော် purify နေပါနေတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်မို့လဲကျွန်တော်တို့ဒါမတည်ဘူးပေါ့နော်ပြောမယ်ဆိုတက်ရခက်ခဲမှာ
So they're probably not doing a big production for it to save money, which makes sense really.
manipulation damage တွေကကျွန်တော်ဒါလုံးဝ
You save a lot of money on that. You don't have to bring talent in or anything. They're probably just going to do a really simple group draw. And it's just streamed to the players and stuff so that they know it's official and they know it's random.
First hour တလုံးမှာသူနေရထားဗျအဲ့ဒီနောက်တဲ့ဘန်နိုဝါဟီယိုကီရတော့ဘန်နိုနဲ့နှစ်ခါရှိနေပြီပေါ့နော်သူကြာနေခဲ့တာနောက်တဲ့ mini
Will there be an NA caster in MSC? No. No, there will not.
နောက်မှာ PSD တော့ပြန်လာပြီးနှောက်ဖို့တော့ကြိုးစားနေသေးတယ်ဘာကြီးတက်ပြီးတော့ AI Esports တို့နဲ့ထပ်လောက်ပြနိုင်အောင်လေလောလောဆယ်အနေထားမှာတော့ Phoenix တို့
Have they even announced like how the exact rules are gonna be, bro? Mirko is not from NA, bro. TREX is from Indo. Nah, Mirko will probably be there. Maybe not. Was Mirko in last MSC? He wasn't in last MSC, was he? It was Eterna, Naisu. Yeah, 4 groups. I'm just talking about like what's the bracket gonna look like? Does losing team get kicked out in group stage, etc., etc.? Is group stage gonna be best of 3s or best of 1s? Is it gonna be 2 games apiece? Group is always best of 1. The MSC rules stuff isn't really that clear this time. It's not really that clear this time around. I don't think Wikipedia does.
Why there? 3 man တွေကြားထဲမှာနောက်တစ် round wait တော့ဝင်လာလိုက်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့တခါတည်းဘန်နိုနေနဲ့ပြတ်သွားမှာပဲဗျာ မရဘူးအဲ့ single target aim နဲ့တော်တော်ကြီးနာတယ်ဗောနော်ဒီကကရီတာကတော်တော်ကြီးအလုံးဖြစ်နေရဗျာ roll wait ခွင့်တကောင်တန်းပြောင်းနိုင်တယ်ဗောနော်နောက်ကလေဒီ stand တွေပါနေဆိုပေါက်စားနေနေမှာ modify နဲ့ထိန်းရတယ်နောက်ကပြန်တော့ရောက်ရှိလို့လာခဲ့ပြီဗျာ damage တို့ damage ပေးဖို့အပိုင်းကနည်းနည်းလေးပို့ပြီးလိုအပ်နေသေးတယ်ဗောနော်ဟုတ်ပါတယ်အဲ့တော့ဒီပွဲမှာတော့ finish တို့အနေနဲ့တောက်လျှောက်အားလေး mid game အသာစီးနဲ့ဆော့ပြနေရပဲဖြစ်ပါတယ်နော် video game 9 ကောင်တကောင်မှာ tower 4 လုံး objective 3 ချိန်လုံးပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားတဲ့ပြင်တော့ different မှာဆိုလဲ 6.6 ပါနောက်တော့ကျွန်တော် voice second တစ်လုံးမှာထိရသွားပြီ
Yeah, they don't have any information on the Wikipedia yet. There's no information yet about how group stage will be or anything. No formats at all.
Okay. တော့ဒီပွဲမှာတော့ finish တို့အနေနဲ့တော့ game number 1 ထက်စာမယ်ဆို game number 2မှာပို့ပြီးဖိထားနိုင်တော့တွေ့ရတယ်
No, I don't. Definitely not. Normally in MSC, the lowest team in group stage goes home. No lower brackets. Normally. I'm pretty sure. Let's look at last MSC. Let's look at MSC 2022. Best of 2 single round. All right, so group stage last year was best of 2 single round robin. Top 2 teams from each group advantage to the playoffs. So it's best of 2? Sheesh, bro. Bro, last year, Onyx got fucking booted out in group stage? Trexbo barrel.
Jack နေတော့ပြန်ပေးလိုက်ရတယ်ဗျ။
ဒီချိန်နေမှာတော့ Jazz ကတော့ပေးလိုက်ရပါတော့ final select ကဒီချိန်မှာ3တော့တကယ်ဝင်သွားခဲ့တာဗျအထဲထဲခေါ်လိုက်တယ်ဗောနော်ဆိုတော့ law နဲ့တူတူတော့ထပ်ပြီးတော့တက်လာ forward the fight ဆိုတဲ့ situation မှာ radiant armor ပိုင်းထည့်ထားတယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ magic damage တွေပို့ပြီး defensive လုပ်ဖို့အတွက်ဝင်နိုင်မှာမဟုတ် Benny ပါသွားပြီ
Benny ပါသွားနေကြမှာ 4 နေနဲ့တူပြန်ပြီးလွတ်နေသေးတယ်ဆိုပြီးနောက်မှာ a leader တောက်ချောက် damage တွေပေးထားတယ် cycle တွေထပ်လိုက်ထားတယ်ဆိုမရခဲ့ဘူးဗျ။
No Kyrie last year.
defense ကိုရပါသေးတယ် tower ရှိရပိုင်းကြံနေသေးရဗောနော် tower ရှိရပိုင်းကြံနေသေးရဆိုတော့တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော် Kenny ကိုလည်းသူတို့ကြည့်အောင်ပဲဗျ။တော့ stick ပြီးတော့ပဲအကောင်းဆုံးပဲကျွန်တော် mega lane တွေအကုန်လုံး defensive လုပ်ထားပါသေးတယ်ဗျ။တော့ဒီချိန်မှာတော့ပြီးသွားပြီ။ဒါပေမဲ့ initiating လုပ်တာတဲ့ဆိုင် finish နည်းနည်းလေးပြန် point ကောင်းမလားလို့ဒီဘက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော်ပြန်ထွက်လာတဲ့ကောင်းတွေကြံနေသေးရဆိုတော့လေ
ဟုတ်တယ်ပြီးတော့တဖြည်းဖြည်းနဲ့နော် AI Esports ရဲ့ဒီ band ရဲ့ final select တွေကြားထဲမှာ Oh my Jenny ရဲ့ manipulation တဖြည်းဖြည်းနဲ့တော့နားလာပြီဒါကိုတော့ Phoenix Esports တို့အနေနဲ့သတိထားမှရမယ်နောက်ပိုင်းဗတယ်လေးတွေမှာဒီလိုမျိုး spare အရာကျွန်တော်
Trying to see if this works.
ပြန်ပြီးတော့ပေးရခဲ့ချင်
If the text to chat works.
အများကြီးဒီကြားထဲမှာဖြစ်သွားနိုင်တယ်နော်
ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ band ရဲ့ final select က position ကြီးကိုလုံးဝဖျက်ပစ်လို့ရတဲ့အနေအထားတစ်ခု
The super chat's not popping up. John De La Cruz, can you do a quick tier list?
John
There
De
it
La
is.
Cruz donated
Oh,
$6 Canadian and 99 cents through Super Chat. Can you do a quick tier list? I'll send you in DMs. I wanna compare horse to chickens.
တစ်ခွက်ပဲကျွန်တော်
တကွက်ပဲလိုတော့အဲ့ဒီ6ခွက်ပြဖို့တကွက်အလိုပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒီမှာ
I'll show you mine.
အနေနဲ့အဲ့ဒါနှစ်ချောင်းပဲပြီးနေတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ तू
I'll send you a screenshot of mine from the other night.
တော်လေးတော့ပြတ်နေပါပြီပြောရင်းဆိုပဲ mock နေနေရလေ divine ထပ်ပြီးသွားပြီဆိုတော့ genius 1 lollipop နဲ့ divine သွားထားရဆိုတော့သူ့စီကကျွန်တော်ဒါရေးကျွန်တော်ဒါရှင်ငုတ်တဲ့အပိုင်းနေပါရေတော်တော်လေးကိုနာမှာပဲဗျ
ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်ဒီ jungle မှာဆိုရင်တော့အများကြီးတော့မကွာဘူးဆိုပြီး PS နေ item လေးနည်းနည်းတော့လိုက်လာနိုင်တယ်ပေါ့နော်အဲ့တော့ဒါပေမဲ့သူတို့ဒီ AI Esports တို့အနေနဲ့ပေါ့နော်ဒီချိန်မှာအလီဒါကိုလုံးဝဟို space ပေးပြီးတော့သူတို့ပြန်ရှာထားခိုင်းနိုင်မယ်ဆိုရင်တော့သူတို့နည်းနည်းလေးပြန်တာနိုင်သေးတယ်ဗျနော်
ဟုတ်တယ်ကျွန်တော်တို့ဒီ Leslie ရဲ့အလီဒါနောက်ပိုင်း damage တွေကလည်းတော်တော်လေးကိုနာလာလိမ့်မယ်ဆိုတော့ high ground defense တို့အတွက်ကတော့
What's my win rate this season? I haven't played a game this season.
ဒီအဲ့ low တွေက HP လည်းများလာမယ် damage များလာတဲ့အတွက်ကြောင့်
You guys don't like watching me play games.
ဘီနီကလုံးဝ full item ဖြစ်သွားပြီဗျနော်အဲ့တော့ဘီနီ full item
ဖြစ်ပြီး
ဒီ second တော့မှလည်းပဲ Phoenix ဘက်ကရဖို့အတွက်ယာခိုင်လုံးများပါတယ်တော့ဘီနီရဲ့ full item ကိုဒီချိန်မှာကြော်ဖို့အတွက်ဆိုတာအမှန်တမ်းပြောရင်မလွယ်ဘူးဘာကြောင့်လဲဆိုတော့ဒီ Harry ကိုထိမ့်မဲ့သူကလည်းဒီဘက်မှာတိတ်မပါနေဘူးဆိုတော့လေ Bomis နေနေတော့
The Blacklist and the Onyx could honestly be swapped around, and then the A, I think OP could actually be above Evos, but I don't know. A and B could be pretty swapped. I think my D tier is pretty solid. Occupy and RSG Singapore could maybe be swapped. And then Phoenix and Todak are just too hard to place. They're my underdog teams. They were like, they could be like anywhere, bro. Bro, even Mirko thinks that Evos could be shaky. I don't know, Ken. I don't know, bro.
ကဲထားပါအဲ့ရောနော် second long လေးတို့ထပ်ပြီးတက်လာပြီ Phoenix Esports နေတယ်နောက်တော့ Mega Day တွေပါထပ်ပြီးယူနိုင်မလားဆိုတော့ထပ်ပြီးကြည့်ရမယ်အဲ့တိုင်းမှာဟိုဘက်မှာ leader နီးရဲ့ beauty တစ်ချောင်းလေးတော့ထပ်ပြီးထွက်သွားခဲ့ပြီ damage တွေပြန်ပြီးပြနိုင်မလားဆိုတော့
Next NACT winner will be an M5 qualifier, yes.
အကောင်းဆုံးတော့ defend ထားပါသေးတယ်ဗျနော် Mega 3လေးကိုလည်းဒီဘက်က Phoenix တို့နေတယ်ပတ်ယူမယ်လို့တော့ထင်တယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ Mega 3လေးရမလားမရမလားဆိုတော့တစ်ချက်တော့ကြည့်ရပါဦးမယ် final step ဟိုမှာထိန်းလိုက် manipulation လုံးဝ combo တွေဆိုပဲဟိုဘက်မှာ MK နေရော round weight တော့ပြန်ပြီးပေးလိုက်တယ် leader အနေနဲ့ position တဲလို့မရဘူး
Send me a screenshot of chickens. John De La Cruz. John De La Cruz, send me a screenshot of chickens.
ပေးရင်ဘာပြန်ပြီးတော့ပါလေဘီနီဘလူးမျိုး damage တွေပြန်ပြီးပေးမှလေ AI နဲ့ချက်ချင်းပြန်လိုက်လာဖို့တော့ကြိုးစားနေတာဗျ
နောက်မှ leader ရဲ့ damage တွေပို့ပြီးတော့လိုအပ်နေတယ်တစ်ဖက်မှာလည်းကျွန်တော်အကောင်းဆုံးပဲဟန်တားထားသေးတယ်ဗျ wall တွေပဲပိတ်ပြီးထားပါတော့ Nelly PN အနေနဲ့ stick တော့သွားပြီ leader ရဲ့ position တော့ကျွန်းနေဆိုပေမဲ့လေဒီချိန်ဒီမှာတော့ပြန်တော့ forward သွားပြီ mega 2 lane လောက်ကိုတော့ကျွန်တော် Phoenix Esports အနေနဲ့ပိုင်ဆိုင်ထားတယ်နောက်ဘက်မှာလည်း tank ကြော်လောက်ထိပါဖြတ်ထားရဆိုတော့နောက်တက်ကြံနေတဲ့ lane ကိုထပ်ပြီးလုံပါလားကြံနေတဲ့ jungle ထဲမှာရှိနေ resources တွေအကုန်လုံးတော့ Phoenix Esports အနေနဲ့တိမ့်ပိုက်သွားပါပြီ so AI Esports နဲ့လေ aggressive ပုံစံစော့နေလားလို့ final slash
final step ကြီးမှာပါသွားရဲ့အနေဒါမှ jet တစ်ခါလေးပဲဖြတ်သွားမှာလားဆိုတော့ wine နဲ့တော့ပြန်ပြီးပြေးနေတယ် importation နေပါသေးတယ်အဲ့တော့ဘီနီပြန်ပြီးရောက်လာခဲ့ပြီဆိုတော့ AI တို့နေနေတော့ထပ်ပြီးတော့ဗတ်တေကတော့မဆိုင်တော့ဘူးဗျ
Bro, not all. Yeah, but here's the thing. Like, not all of Indos. I don't think all of Indos.
အဲ့သွားပါသွားတဲ့အချိန်မှာဒါပေမဲ့ immortal တော့ကြာမသွားဘူးဟောဒီချိန်မှာ jazz ကလည်း immortal တော့ dominant I really
Like last M4 like was honestly like their last really good the last good international standing they had in a little while, man. Like at M3 they bombed out, and in MSC 2022 they bombed out. Except no, they did what? Never mind. One of their only what's it called bombed out. RQ did good. My bad, that was dumb of me to say. RQ made it to the finals, so. But it's not uncommon for like one of Indo's teams to, what I really mean, it's not uncommon for like one of Indo's teams not to do amazing.
Jungle ဂျားမှာလေကျွန်တော် item လေးတွေကနှစ်ချောင်းဒီပါလောက်တော့ကျွန်တော်ကွာနေခဲ့ပြီပေါ့နော်ဒီဘက်ကကျွန်တော်ဒီ glue boss miss နေနေရလဲနောက်တော့ကျွန်တော် import ထပ်ပြီးသွားရင်တော့သူ့အနေနဲ့ full item အဲ့ချိန်မှာဘီနီကလည်းခုနလောမှာကနေရတာ second လောမှာကနေရတာ full item ဆိုတော့ကြာလीကဲအဲ့တော့ဒီ law ကို AI Esports တို့နဲ့ဘယ်လိုမျိုးပဲပြန်ပြီးတော့ယူနိုင်ပါလဲ ဒီ full item တွေကိုကြော်နေနေပေါ့နော် no 10k ဆိုရဲ့နီးထားကိုပြန်ကြော်နေဘယ်လိုမျိုးပတ်တဲ့ဆိုင်မှာလဲ Grossi ကနေ wall ပိတ်ထားပြီးတယ် bomb miss ကလည်းရှိနေဆိုအနားကိုကတ်လို့မရဘူးဗျအနားကိုကတ်ဖို့အတွက်အရင်ကြိုးစားနေတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့အနား
So me and chickens are almost exactly the same.
ထိန်းထားသေးတယ် Phoenix ကလည်းလုံးမယူဘဲနေပဲဟိုကပတ်တဲ့ဆိုင်ကိုတောင်းနေတဲ့နေသားပေါ့ Jet နောက်ကနေပတ်နိုင်ဖို့အတွက်ကြိုးစားနေပါသေးတယ် bomb miss
We have a couple of, but like overall in the grand scheme of things, it's almost exactly the same. Los Papa, what's up?
ချန်နေခဲ့ဗျဘလက်လာကေဖို့တော့ကြိုးစားနေပါသေးတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့ PS တွေတော့မလွတ်တော့ဝိုင်းချက်နေဂျိုင်းမှာနောက်တော့ wall တစ်ခုနဲ့တူပဲ over Jenny manipulation တွေတော့ပြင်းပြချထားပေးတယ်ဂျိုင်းမှာ oh my god ဒီတာ damage တွေဂျိုင်းမှာနောက်တော့
Nice play. Can Benmo actually do something here though?
တောင်းတော့ပါဗျ Jenny ရဲ့ import ပြန်ထားထားတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့နောက်မှာ Phoenix damage တွေဂျိုင်းမှာပြန်ပြီးတော့ကြာသွားခဲ့ရပါပြီ
Good response from AI there.
ကျွန်တော်ပေးလိုက်ရတယ်ပေါ့နော် Mega 2 lane ကို defense ရင်းနဲ့ wave တွေရှင်းရင်းနဲ့ပဲကျွန်တော်လုံးပေးရတယ်ဆိုပေမဲ့အလီတာပြန် join လာတဲ့အချိန်မှာသူ့ရဲ့ damage တွေကြောင့် Benny ကပေးလိုက်ရတယ်
တစ်ခါလေးပြတ်သွားနော်
Benny တစ်ခါလေးပြတ်သွားတယ်ဆိုတော့နောက်ထပ်ဖြစ်လာမယ် Benny နဲ့ Benny မှာဆိုလို့ရှိရင် Benny ကတော်တော်ရုပ်ယူဆိုင်တယ်အဲ့တော့ချက်ချင်းဆိုလို့ပဲကျွန်တော် Esports အနေနဲ့ဒါ lane တွေအကုန်လုံးဆက်တက်တော့မှာပဲလုံးလို့ defensive လုပ်ဖို့တော့လိုအပ်တယ်ပေါ့နော်
ကျွန်တော်ခုနကနည်းနည်းအဲ့နားမှာလုံးဝ surprise element critical damage နဲ့
I don't know. It's hard to watch these other like. I would have to really like go through. I would have to like really go through, cause like Phoenix just 4 zeros here, man. Phoenix just 4 zeros here, right? Like so it's kind of hard to like get a call, cause like it's like they're just stomping, bro. Oh no, AI comes back. It's a 4-1. I don't know. I don't really feel invested into this, guys. I don't really feel invested into this Phoenix game. Chicken's tierless. Where, John? Do you know if he the way the other tier list is better? Debatable. With that, that's kind of like, I don't like having a tier list that's like your grand finalist. At that point, you're like just... I like the idea. All right, so he's saying who he thinks group stage elims are going to be. Who's the fourth, though? There's going to be 4 groups. So he's missing one. Bro, Ken doesn't make any sense, bro. People would say the same thing about BTK against certain teams. People said the same thing about the Valley over certain teams, bro. I didn't know Ken was such an Evos fan, bro. Ken does just hate OP, bro. If it was Zane, if it was the Valley again, with Zane, Hoon, Basic, Shark, and all of them, he'd be like, yo, he'd be like, yo, the Valley's gonna stomp them all, bro. Hoon over Hijume, best Zane over Taz, Basic over Brands. He'd be fucking... If Zane was on that team, bro, he'd be telling us how Hoon and all of them were better. When did Chicken do this MSC, John? When did Chicken do his MSC tier list? Evo's Legends unstoppable. They got swept in Indo, so they're definitely not unstoppable. Oh, he did it like 5 to 10 minutes ago? Oh, there it is.
Tier lists.
Let's see. Let's look at Chicken's tier list. We can watch Chicken's tier list.
I should have put it below my camera. Yeah. So I need to be reminded of what teams are which. Okay. Finalists, Onyx, and Echo. I think are finalists. Below that, lower bracket finishers, probably like Evo's Blacklists. What's Phoenix Esports? Which one's Phoenix Esports? I don't know which one's Phoenix Esports.
Chicken, bro.
Phoenix Esports, chat.
Players are funny, bro. I think it's so interesting because, like, and you look at a lot of players are like that too, which I think is funny. They're like, wait, who's who? Like, they don't even know sometimes. And us as casters were like, what do you mean you don't know? Phoenix's logo is right there.
Which one? This one? This one? I don't know these logos. The wings?
Time to drop
Bro,
the
are these
beat
wings?
of the
Phoenix
flash.
Esports. OP, I'll put in the middle.
Win a couple of series.
RSG, out.
I don't know. So
I
like,
don't know these three teams are.
Need some stitch.
so I don't know if Cambodia is gonna be a group stage elim, bro. I just don't. Yeah, it's hard for me to believe. Also, they did really good at C region. Like, I know they had a really bad M3, and I feel like that is what Chicken is basing this off of.
RSG actually probably
And also he's doing this on the fly, bro. Like, you can't really like he's just like quick. He's just like boom, yep, boom, 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 boom. Like I take Chicken's opinion very strongly, also because like he knows a lot of these teams. He's played against them in M4. So I think like his thoughts on maybe Cambodia is like, they're kind of trash, whatever. Like they smoked them, right? Which makes sense, right? But it is hard for me to just like completely count out Cambodia here. Like, it's tough for me to just count out because one, yes, they're at home court. Two, they just did really good in C games. They made it to they were grand finalists in C games, weren't they? Cambodia made it to the grand finals in C games. Correct me if I'm wrong. Correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm almost positive I'm not. I'm almost completely positive I'm not. Okay, no, they didn't. Never mind. They played for the bronze match. They got fourth. They didn't do that great. Never mind. They got fourth. How did they do in group stage? They beat Indo in group stage, right? They got above Indo. They got above Singapore. Like, Cambodia smoked fucking smoked Evos. Ken, just to let you know. Cambodia, where's the game? Where's Cambodia versus Indo? Cambodia smoked Indo, bro. 1-0'd them, bro. Indo threw a 10K gold lead. Yeah.
I actually Todak probably on the same level.
Then they beat
no idea
Singapore,
any of these
though. Indo lost to Singapore and... Bro, come on. They lost to Singapore and Cambodia, bro. Evos lost to two number 16 teams in... Indo lost to Singapore and Cambodia, 2 final place teams from M4 regions. Oh, no. All right. No, you're right. Indo won against Singapore. I'm looking at it. You're right. My bad. They beat Singapore. I'm dumb. I'm reading this wrong. They don't make this easy to fucking read the group stage. All right. Indo beat Singapore. Indo lost to Myanmar. And they lost to Cambodia. Who did Cambodia beat? Cambodia beat Singapore. So that gave them 2-1 in group stage. Yikes.
These are like these could all be. These are probably all just down. Actually, this is Turkey, right? Turkey. This is Turkey, I think.
I would disagree. Malaysia beat Cambodia 2-1. They lost to the Philippines 3-0 though, bro. I don't know.
Just down. Actually, this is Turkey, right? Turkey?
No.
This is Turkey, I think.
No, that's not Turkey.
Dragon logo is occupied.
Incarnate. I will choose
I'll
my
put it right
own
here.
path.
This is probably what I think. That this is Mina? Oh.
Oh.
So what is this, Occupy? Turkey's pretty good.
Yeah, Turkey's not bad.
Wait, Incendio is Turkey from last year. Or from M4. So... Am I stupid?
The falling stars brought
Yeah.
us here.
Please pick a hero.
Echoes above Onyx? Bro, I'm saying this is the grand finalists. I'm not going left to right. I'm not going left to right at all. I'm just saying overall. Where's Myanmar? Which one's Myanmar? Myanmar. This is Myanmar, right? This is Phoenix Esports. I'm putting them up here. Bro, pick. Oh shit. You're right. Let me pick. Oh, they're saying they're all the way up there.
There's not a roster change, is there? It's fucking Incendio, bro. Let's look at it. They have Alien. They have Apex 47. Sunshine. They don't have Rosa, huh? That's it. They don't have Rosa. Or did Rosa change his name? Myanmar versus Cambodia was a 2-0. How is it epic, bro? It was a stomp. L3, what's up? MSC. Fireflux Impunity. Okay, so who is Lilac Black? Rosa's their mid. Lunar's their mid. So Rosa's not going? You should do one rap for NA. Nah, no more free raps, guys. Yo, I did stumble across a lot of old music though, guys. Rosa has exams. That's sad. That's sad, bro. That's sad.
I'm just gonna go.
My mission is to protect
The enemy
lives.
is picking.
Myanmar is Phoenix. Yeah, this is Phoenix. I put Phoenix up here, bro. I think Phoenix Esports will probably be really good.
True love is like blood.
What is this team? What? Okay, I know this is Cambodia. Burnex Flash. Is this Occupy Thrones? Like,
This land is our
Your
homeland,
team
and it
is
will
picking.
soon
I
be
don't know
our
these 3
burial
teams, Duncan.
ground.
These 3 teams, I don't know. And that's why I'm putting them all the way down here. The Dragon, Occupy
Fireflux
Thrones,
is
they could be here.
Incendio.
Cambodia, they could eat right away. These 3 teams, honestly, bottom 5 teams, all interchangeable. These are all interchangeable. Could be here, could be here, could be up here, could be here, all interchangeable. I think the rest of this is pretty solid though. I think the rest of this is pretty solid. That one with the blue is Turkey.
Even the strongest of current.
I don't know, man. Do you guys think Onyx can beat Blacklist? Do you guys think Onyx ID can beat Blacklist? It's hard for me to bet against Blacklist, man. It's so hard. I know they get beat by Echo, but like, it's hard for me to bet against Blacklist. Like, I still think Echo ends up in the finals, but I don't know, man. I don't know. Like, let's put it this way. In M4, everyone was putting Onyx as a top team, bro. Everyone was putting them in the grand finals. So I just don't know if Onyx gonna get there, bro. I don't know, man. I think like the only way Onyx gets there is like maybe they beat Echo in the upper finals. Maybe they beat Onyx, maybe they beat like Echo or something, not in the upper, like maybe they beat like, unless I don't think Onyx is going to get there through lower bracket. I'll put it this way. I think someone else has to knock out either Echo or Blacklist. Like, if they meet Blacklist in, like, lower finals, I don't think they're going to do it. Or somewhere in the lower bracket, I don't think they're going to do it, bro. It's hard for me to say they're going to do it. It's really hard for me to say that. I don't know, man. Maybe Myanmar? Maybe, like, because here's the thing. Echo and Blacklist are both known to take losses in the upper bracket here and there. Like, it happens. It happens, right? It does happen. So, like, it's going to take someone to knock them out, bro. And, like, Phoenix maybe. I don't think Evos is doing it. Hey, man, maybe OP. Maybe OP does it. Who knows, bro? That's why I actually think they say Onyx playstyle is like Echo. I actually think Onyx though has a better chance against Echo than they do against Blacklist. But I still think Echo beats Blacklist. Like, I think Echo just has Blacklist's card right now, and I don't think Blacklist can take the win against them. Onyx though, bro, like Kyrie. Hold on, bro. Let's take a look at something. I want to look at what his hero pool was during Indonesian finals, bro. Where are they at, bro? Onyx Esports. Champions of... Where's the last big? Indonesian season 11. Let's see. Let's go to playoffs. 4 games. Okay, so here's the thing, right? Like, he's still, like, really favoring into these assassin picks, bro. Let's look at it here. All right, no, he picked Fredrin up. Nope, Ling. He picks up the Fredrin here. He plays the tanks a lot here. Like, I don't think that Hayabusa is gonna do it, bro. I don't think like I'm just wondering like what does he do when the tanks a lot is banned or something and the Fredrin pops up, goes to the other team, and all he's got left is I don't know, man. I know his assassins are good. They're freaking legendary. He's the best assassin player in the world. But I just don't know if they're gonna cut it against Blacklist, man. Haya tank? Are you being real? Now, don't get me wrong. The meta's a little bit different now. You got things like do we think we're gonna see this this alpha jungle? He can mage jungle. Yeah, you might be able to pull that off against the Valley, bro. But I don't know, man. We'll see. You guys remember Hoodrich, bro? Hoodrich, he loved Brazil, bro. After Brazil lost, he left my chat for a while. He left my chat. We haven't seen him in a while, bro. Do I think OP is better than the Valley? No. No. Not at all. I think Chicken's better than Yureshi, and I think Zane is better than Best Player. So no, and everyone else is the same. T1's gonna clip that. Don't clip that, bro. Don't clip that, bro. Please. Clippers here. Here we go. The moment I say something controversial. T1, I do appreciate the clip sometimes, but let's not clip that, bro. Things are just starting to cool down. Let's not clip me saying that Zane's better than Best Player and this and that, all right? Thank you. Best Player is better than Zane? How, bro? He just beat them. Sheesh, found a clip. Bro, where did all these clippers come from? I mean, let's just put it this way. Zane's stats are better, bro. Zane's stats are better. There's nothing really to argue about here. Like, until Best Player proves it, you can't, bro. Zane's stats are better. He's stacked. It's like saying it's like saying that there's junglers better than Carl Teasy right now. There's not, bro. His stats beat everybody. You know? You could argue it. But that's just, it is what it is. Listen, here we go. If Best Player, if Outplay can get second place here, or they can get like third or second place here in MSC, then we could argue it. Then we can bring this topic back up. If Outplay is able to get third or second place here, we can bring up the topic of if they're a better team than the Valley and if Best Player is a better jungler, things like that. We'll see. Once they, yeah, I'm not saying Best Player, like me saying that Zane is better is in no way me saying Best Player is a bad jungler. Best Player is a great jungler. But right now he doesn't have any numbers behind him. He's essentially a rookie in the world scene. So we will see. We will see, man. If he goes to MSC and pulls out some crazy stuff, man, you know, maybe someone lets him slide a Fanny in. I'm excited to see that. I'm excited to see if he's able to get the Fanny in like the group stage or something and just boom. That's another thing. I think Zane has a bit more experience. Hey, played a Hayabusa, bro. Hayabusa isn't like a... Hayabusa's not even like... It's like a B-tier hero, I feel like, bro. If you want the reality of it, it's a B-tier hero, bro. In tournament play. I really like your headset, TREX. The mic sounds good. Thank you. That's what I'm saying. Like, don't get me wrong. If best player, like, depending on how best player does in the in MSC, then we'll have some stats. We'll finally have some numbers. But right now, like, we can't really say much about like, we can't really compare him to Zane right now, bro. We can't. I'm sorry to say it. It's like, it would be like let's put it this way. If BTK went to MSC and you asked me the question of, is Yato a better mid than Hoon, I would say no. I think Hoon's the better mid. Even though Yato won, I would say Hoon's the better mid. He's got more stats under him. I still think he's the better mid. Like, if we're just talking numbers. Like, yes, Yato played an amazing series in the grand finals, but overall, he did outplay him. Yato played a much better game in the grand finals. I will give you that. That night at those grand finals, Yato outshined Hoon to so many degrees. He did. But in overall, I would still say Hoon is the better mid, right? Like, are we going to say that Chicken's a worse EXP laner because he didn't play that night? No, Chicken's one of the best EXP laners in the world. Why? Because he's got the stats to back it up. You know? We can't judge a player by a game, by a series or two. Or even one tournament, you can't judge a player. You can't judge a player by one tournament. TREX, I can already see the title. TREX, of course, that's exactly what it'd be too. That's like exactly what it would be. Me just like talking about normal stuff, and it would be like, TREX hates best player. Like, what? Hoon is mid? I don't think Hoon's mid. Bro, is Yi, honestly, the crazy thing about that statement right there, saying Hoon is mid, Yve one trick, his Yve isn't even that good. He is much better. Like honestly, his Fars is better than his Yve. His Valentina's is better than his Yve. So, like, I think that's kind of a weird statement to make. Like, when we were at M4, me and Mirko were talking about how his Yve was kind of like, oh, he was just like during the group stage, Hoon was just like sitting in mid lane the whole time, and we were like, yo, like, he needs to move around a bit more, and that's what we ended up sawing. We saw his Farza 4 miss in a row. They still won that game though, didn't they? Coach Dale is with OP, yes. Rosa over Hoon and Yato put together? So, all right, here's a question, Ken. Is any mid laner better than Rosa then? In NA. Because I would say, like, Hoon and Yato are our best. All right, so then here's the next question. Zia mid. Is Zia mage? Yes, 0.1% trucker. Lucas. Who is Lucas, bro? Rosa is really good. Rosa's really good. Here comes Theo again. Back with Watch 2022. Jungler main objective is to secure Retry. Zia mid is crazy. You think Nicolette's better than Yato? That is actually a fair debate. I think that is actually, like, if we want to talk about, because here's the thing about those two, right? We talk about Nicolette, we talk about Yato. It is actually hard. Like, they actually don't have any world stats, right? They just have NA stats. So I think that is actually, like, a fair debate to have. I think, all right, so here we go. I think Nicolette has a better map sense and much better positioning. I think Yato might have better mechanics. Might be a bit quicker with the fingers. I think Yato might have a deeper hero pool. They're kind of different mages though, because here's the thing, right? Nicolette at least last NACT in the playoffs, Nicolette wasn't as aggressive, right? And that was very smart of her. Like, she wasn't as, what's his name? Who just said Yato is good at initiating fights. That can also be one of Yato's big downfalls. Towards the mid and late game, like when he's on something like the Farza, it's how he lost. It's like one of the reasons they lost to OP in the upper bracket finals, in the semifinals. Yato was getting, like in game 1, they should have won. But Yato started sticking his neck out too much, being too aggressive, and was getting caught by Shark. To whereas Nicolette was playing Nicolette plays very well in a sense of like sometimes she waits for the fight to initiate it sometimes and then comes in. So Ruby, what's up? Rosa over Sanji? Bro. Rosa's good. Don't get me wrong. Rosa is good. Sanji is just there. This man said Sanji's just there, bro. We're talking about Echo Sanji, right? That's what we're talking about right now? Bro, stop. That's because Rosa's like one of the best players on the team. Of course. You're not going to say, oh my god, Sanji, because Echo is full of monsters. That's why. Echo is just full of freaking jacked monsters, bro. It's hard to see Sanji when you got so many buff players on the field. It's like, for example, right? Like, Haji. All right, so John Dela Cruz just brought up Haji. Haji shines so much. One of the reasons why is because you have a roamer that plays mostly support. So there's never, like, huge set plays coming from Oh My Venus, right? Wise plays mostly tanky junglers, so there's never anything that makes you go, whoa, so literally there's only 3 players to really hype about. You know what I'm saying? Haji has to be on that shoutcasting, on that hype more. Sanji, on the other hand, is surrounded by Sanford, who makes plays consistently. You're surrounded by Benny Cutie, who makes plays consistently. You're surrounded by so many people that make plays consistently. Sanji does get some oh my god moments, though. I'm not disrespecting Haji. Haji's a monster, bro. I'm just saying, like, because Ken said nobody's ever like, oh my god, Sanji. It's just more of like, it gets spread out evenly between all 5 players, bro. It gets spread out evenly between all 5 players. Maybe not evenly. Benny Cutie's definitely one of the stars of the Benny and Sanford are definitely like some of the stars of the team, but you want to look up, let's look up Echo Sanji highlights. Just for Ken. Bro, well, yeah, actually, no, you're tripping, bro. The man played, hold on, you're tripping. You're tripping. We're going to show you how you're tripping right now.
At the Turtle, I want to talk about the micromanagement of
the man played Gushin in the grand finals of M4, bro. He played Gushin in the grand final. I completely forgot about this. Are you serious? Some of the casters wanted to vote Sanji as the MVP, bro.
Sanji sacrificed.
You locked in Gushin. Only a G would do that, bro. Only a top G. Only a top G is locking Gushin in the grand finals, bro. Only a top G is locking Gushin in the grand finals. Best mid laner in the world, bro. Look at this one.
Esports, the winter trunk. Waiting patiently. They get the winter trunk. Flicker 2, feathered airstrike. They're going to get Sand.
Hoon could have done that.
But I don't know if they would really want to do that against the carry. There's obviously options.
Let's watch
available.
Esparza now. Let's see how good Esparza is against Kyrie. Against the legendary Kyrie.
It could be scary for Sanford. He goes in. Sanji able to get CW, but Sanford will go down.
Ray Ash, what's up, bro?
Gotta get the vision. There's
Welcome.
the Black Dragon form.
We're just proving Ken wrong here. He said Sanji's garbage, bro. He said Sanji's garbage, bro.
1 versus 2. Make it 3 and Sanji's there. He's gonna be taken down.
What do you mean?
Sanji grabs the kill.
Then he said no one ever said, oh my god, Sanji. I'm hearing Naisu say it right now.
But at what cost?
Naisu just said, oh my god, Sanji.
The flicker did come in. Big 5-minute cutie, but he's able to survive for now. Sanford with a massive setup and play on the backside. They're still working for it. Boots there to help out. Looking for a kill himself. Kyrie, though, gets kicked away from Carl Teasy. Goes back for the shadow kill. Can he get the kill?
I'm sorry. We're messing up with Ken right now. I'm sorry. Let's look up Rosa highlights. Rosa's good, though. Rosa's not a bad mid laner. I'm not saying that, bro. Incendio Supremacy.
Faster Turkish Delight activation.
The Turkish Delight.
They're working on it, right? They're going to be setting up for something
Look at
else
Rosa.
here. They want to
Look
focus
at Rosa.
on this turtle.
Bomb, bomb, bomb. Team Hawk going down.
Great decision there coming out from Alien.
Is the hyper faster Turkish Delight
I miss
activation.
M4, guys.
I mean,
I miss M4. I miss it. So sad. You know about this interview? Oh My Venus is his idol? Bro, I think I remember this game.
Sa Pinoy language, best of 1 lang ang mga laban natin at magpapataasan lang.
Oh, this was, I remember this play, bro. It was such a whiff. They thought they had Venus here. They get her, but then boom, the bait is real. Oh my god. Blacklist, bro. Bro, you hear Manjin here? Bro, he said, welcome to the Philippines. Bro, they're allowed to be biased. We weren't allowed to be biased.
Sige, sumugot kayong 5. Apex nagpapasabi. Nilabas sila. Manage range lumabas na wala ang ibon. Pero may nakapula kay Angie. Pinagpapasa-pasa sila ni Angie. Welcome to the Philippines. Ayun si Apex at Multi. Pero sabi dito ni Edward. Sige, sumugot kayo.
Don't get me wrong. Rosa's a great player. I don't think he's better than Sanji. I don't think he's better than Haji. We'll see. Rosa's actually not going to be playing in MSC, so sadly, we're not going to get to see him prove himself. Bro, Ken. No, we're not bullying Ken on his opinions. Ken wants this, bro. Ken wants this. You want Hoon highlights? Does Hoon even have M4 highlights, bro? He does have a really good play where he's on Valentina, bro. He's got a really good Valentina play in M4.
Trying to get out first blood over the valley.
Onyx side. Now Onyx, the only way to play this is on the top side, but
I think this is it when they beat Onyx.
I feel like there's going to be a turtle dance.
That's going to be Keyboy jumping with the wild charge, and actually CW in the back lines. He's so much for the counter, but he's going to be able to catch him.
Bro, golly.
That's Boots jumping in with the final blow. That's who with the wild charge for himself. CW's going to be taken down. Sauce going to be taken low.
It's at the base, bro.
Super shot too.
It's at the base. It's right here, bro. This play right here. This play right here. I think it's this play. He gets CW over here. Watch, watch, watch. Wait for it, wait for it, wait for it. Boom! 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 Bada bing! Bro, that play right there, honestly, that was like I'd rather just him keep it at full screen, but you know. Chicken highlights. Hey, I'm a little my bit. I can't have that song on here, bro. I remember this, bro. Chicken. Chicken. Chicky Simp here. That's me. That's my voice at M4, guys. Guys, that's my voice. That's me.
Right now. Timma also trying to fight it out. The fly ticket takes out C-Pack. Timma, game big parallel. That's up now. Trying to run. He does fall down.
Guys, I'm on TV.
Wide ticket on the run along with Stark and Robazane. Like Burn Flash. Doesn't want to let this up. Robazane now coming out with the Kona's welcome. Locks on to D7. Chomp, chomp. Into the wall and down.
Jump, jump. Into... Chomp, chomp into the wall.
Goes D7. Robazane may be able to do it. Back to the backside though. Superstar with the flicker. Landed around blast. C-Pack taken out. Under 18 out. Tries slam. That's no one. No. Does his stun. D7 trying to do something. Robazane takes. Nice big hit. He's tanky. He's under the tower and down goes. Arrival. The assassin. Oh my goodness.
Hell yeah. Back when Zainu had a bunch of red shirts.
Going at it.
Oh, good times, guys. Good times. Look, there's that beat from the other night. Drama, drama, drama. No, we're not doing that, yo. We're not doing that, yo. Not today, Satan. Yo, I did find a lot of old songs from me though, cause after that I was thinking about some of the old tracks that I made back in the day. I found some of them, guys. I found some of them. It's a crazy world.
The fight is by.
You guys ready for this?
Heaven, but out in these streets, I'm a registered felon.
Oh, that's me. That's me.
Dumb beast. Get on the block.
Oh.
fight is right in my eyes. Solid as a rock. From a land where they all sell rocks. Drugs get sold, kids get shot. Raised with no pops, drug addict moms. Living a life where there's no right or wrong. Where everyone's robbing and stealing, dealing that work.
Oh, all right. That we're not gonna stop. That's private? That's not private, bro.
Fight is right in my eyes. Solid as a rock. From a land where they all sell rocks. Drugs get sold, kids get shot. Raised with no pops, drug addict moms. Living a life where there's no right or wrong. Where everyone's robbing and stealing.
Dealing at work, you don't know what they selling. Up in the church they say I go to heaven, but out in these streets I'm a registered felon. Ain't got no watch, but you know it's my time. All right, that's it. That's it. That's all you guys get. That's all you guys get, yo. That's all you guys get. That's all you guys get. Nothing else. Bro, I even have some stuff of me singing.
Kinda like the sunrise.
Oh God, we're oh yeah, fun stuff. I came across a lot of old stuff. I went through my drive, and I found a lot of old stuff, bro. A lot of old stuff. A lot of old stuff, bro. Theo. We went acoustic. We went through an acoustic phase. I wasn't about to do a Dave. I was reading comments and I was rapping comments and someone said something about Dave, and I was like rapping the comment that came in. I was like, wait, what? I gotta stop what I was saying because it was gonna like go somewhere that I didn't want to go. If you go back to that video, you can see I was literally just rapping a comment that someone posted, and I was like, nope, never mind. Group draw is not gonna be live streamed, so we're not gonna stream group draw. Yeah, we're not gonna stream group draw. This is a banger. Gray clouds in the daytime, they trying to steal my sunshine. Y'all can never rain on my parade. I'ma go and find a shady spot to stay. Raindrops on my windowsill, you can never stop me or how I feel. It's gonna be a real good day and ain't nothing getting in my way. So I'll wake up, take a shower, finish brushing my teeth, grab a shirt, a pair of pants, pair of shoes on my feet. $100 to my name, but that won't pay rent. I gotta call myself an Uber phone on 0%, but I still keep a smile on for what it's worth. Even though I'm broke and running late for work. Just got a text that I couldn't make up. My girl said, HB, I think we should break up, but that's cool, it's okay, can't ruin my morning. I can see the sunshine even when it's storming. Positive outlook, switching up my perception. Always stay optimistic, I ain't got time to be stressing, nope. Cause I'm on to the next, you're preparing for the worst while I'm wishing for the best. So when you see a gray cloud, what are you finding? Cause what I see is a silver lining. When there's gray clouds in the daytime, they trying to steal my sunshine. Y'all can never rain on my parade. I'ma go and find a shady spot to stay. Raindrops on my windowsill, you can never stop me or how I feel. It's gonna be a real good day and ain't nothing getting in my way. get to work, then I get fired. And it's only been a week since the day I got hired, so I grab my check and I walk out the door, and all this money that I got going to my landlord. Now I'm still broke and I'm out of a job. Electric bill's late, so it's about to cut off. Had to this my friends say, why ain't you stressing? Cause I woke up today, man, and that's a blessing. But lately, my friends think I'm crazy, cause I'm always happy and I smile on a daily. And even when the bad things happen, I still find a way to keep myself laughing. Cause hard times come but never last forever. That's why I keep my head up even when there's bad weather. Searching for sun rays to brighten my day, cause ain't nothing gonna get in my way. When there's gray clouds in the daytime, they trying to steal my sunshine. Y'all can never rain on my parade. I'ma go and find a shady spot to stay. Raindrops on my windowsill. You can never stop me or how I feel. It's gonna be a real good day, and ain't nothing getting in my way.
Take a shower, finish brushing my teeth.
Grab a shirt, a pair of pants, pair of shoes on my feet.
Turn on the radio.
What do I see?
Hear my own voice.
That's it. Last verse kind of whack. Oh, that's it, guys. That's it. That's it, guys. That's it. Can do both country and hip hop drama. That's not country, bro. I would say it's more like it's got kind of sky vibes. It's got kind of like I don't know. They don't live stream the group stage, sadly, so I won't get to live stream it. It's more like, it's got hip hoppy vibes. It's very poppy, I would say. It's more just like very pop. Do I know any Linkin Park songs? Yeah, I know Linkin Park songs. But that's my song. That's not someone else's song. That's something I wrote. That's probably like one of the last songs I wrote before. That was probably one of the last things I recorded before I stopped doing music. This. That was when I stopped doing like hard rap stuff, really.
Kinda like the sunrise. You're a beautiful start to my day. Or maybe like the moonlight. Cause you always seem to light my way. You make it easier, so easy.
Alright. Back to Mobile Legends, guys. Who deserves to replace Vin on RQ? Oh. I don't know. Ray, hi Kuya. What's up, man? Kuya TREX. How's it going, man? Should I change my caster name to Kuya TREX, guys? Create a theme song for NACT? Yeah, I don't know. I think OP top 5 or 4 with Dale and Yureshi. I definitely think with Dale and Yureshi, OP should do okay. Ranked game? We can play some Magic Chess, bro. Malkita. Salamat po. Salamat. Abdul Ramsey. Did you already do a power ranking for MSC? Yes, I did. I'm probably going to do I did one live the other night. I'm probably going to do like a, something on the lines of like, something that's not live, like a recorded. That power rank was from the news. I did one before that though, Captain YT. I did a power ranking before that. I need some time to really put together like a good one. I liked where mine stood. We could do one. I could show you about what it looks like. Here. I'll pull up this one, the same one that Chicken did. So like grand finalists, I definitely think Echo's up here. Let's do a nice blue. Blacklist. Here's the thing, right? Like with this whole setup here, I'm just throwing a couple things up here because I can't see the black logos. I don't know if Onyx is gonna make it here, man. I don't know, man. I know everyone's gonna say that. A lot of people are gonna believe it, but I just don't know. I don't know, man. I think this could happen. I think Singapore could get knocked out. I think Evo could get knocked out. I think Occupy Thrones could get knocked out. Sheesh. Here's the problem, right? Like, all right, so like if I'm really being like forced to put all 4 down here, group stage limbs. 4 teams have to get knocked out in group stage, right? Oh. Okay, so does Cambodia get knocked out in group stage, right? Pretty much there has to be 2 teams here. There has to be 2 teams on top. There has to be 2 teams in the lower bracket finishers. Right? This would be first and second. This would be third. Fourth and fifth. I don't think that's fourth and fifth. I don't know, man. Who do I put here, man? Todak could surprise us this MSC. I don't know. Phoenix doesn't have Rosa. Fire Phoenix doesn't have Rosa. Phoenix does have international experience. Phoenix is Incendio Supremacy. Oh, you mean this Phoenix? That's another thing. Like, I think a lot of us are hyping up Phoenix, but, like, I don't know. I thought you were talking about Fireflux for a second. Like, it's true. They've never been on the international plate, man. I know they got the win against Falcon, but, like, Falcon's kind of been doing this. But Myanmar's a strong region, though, man. Myanmar is a strong region. I do think Turkey's stronger than Cambodia, but it's very hard to bet against Cambodia on their home field. It's very hard to bet against Cambodia on their home field. Like, I think Evos might be better than Phoenix. I don't know, though, bro. For some reason, I feel like we can take on Evos. I just got this feeling in my gut. that we could take on Evos. Yeah, John. People wanted to see it again. And I'm still debating a lot of these things. And that's why I don't know if Onyx can beat Blacklist, man. I don't know, man. Let's put it this way. I bet against Blacklist in the playoffs. And they showed up, man. They freaking showed up. It's so hard to it's so hard for me not to put it's like this, right? Let me give an example that kind of makes sense, I think. Like, for example, like next NA, I will probably never bet against Zayn in the NA Grand Finals until he loses, until he finally goes down. Zayn has not lost a NA Grand Finals ever. And like that's the thing. It's hard for me not to put Blacklist in the finals. Cuz they show up. And like everything in your being wants to say that they're not going to make it because you have Venus who only plays these supports and they do it, man. They're just that good. Blacklist is just that good. They're just that good. Like they're just that good, man. And it doesn't make sense. It's true. It just doesn't really make sense. Cuz once again, they don't really follow the meta when it comes to their roam. This is the question. Deku, do you put OP above Evos? Do you put OP above Evos, bro? Here's another thing, guys. So much of this, I'm going to be real. It's very different than M4. You have a lot less wiggle room in MSC, man. There's less teams. There's much higher chance to get knocked out. Like Evos could let's say Evos gets to the bracket, right? They could go up against Onyx or Blacklist or Echo, and then in the other match, then they could end up against like Blacklist 2 games later and be out, you know? And like OP could maybe get lucky and get it things for these 3 teams right here, man. Anything can happen for them, I feel like. And I don't want to count Malaysia out either. Like, honestly, this is probably one of the hardest, at M4, I felt a little more comfortable. In, like, this MSC, I feel like it is very hard to judge, bro. It is so hard to judge. So hard to judge. It should be a double limb bracket, right? Most of them are double limb, right? Like MSC 20 whatever, was it a double limb? If it's not a double limb, hell. It's going to be bonkers, bro. It's going to be super bonkers. What was last year? Let's look. 2022 playoffs. Yeah, it's a double elimination bracket. It's a full-on double elimination bracket. So, like, things can happen, right? How did they choose? Was it random? Indo teams don't suck. I'm not saying Indo teams suck, bro. Indo teams don't suck at all. Like, I definitely put Onyx above OP. I just don't know. Like, I just wonder about Evos. Honestly, though, too, like, I don't know about Phoenix. Because let's be real. Honestly, Phoenix, like, I know we have a lot of info on Myanmar, but Phoenix is kind of like a dark horse. We've never seen Phoenix on the world stage before. None of their players even have a Wikipedia page. Like, I think all 5 of these teams, a lot of stuff is going to come down to them, right? Like, I think these 3 teams we kind of know should do well. We kind of know should do well, right? These 5 teams right here, I think a lot's up. Like, if you want my honest opinion, I think these 5 teams, it's going to be grimy. Like, I honestly believe, I don't know, I'm going to say it, I honestly believe that any of these 5 teams could end up getting a win against the other. It just depends on how they want to play that day. I believe that. Fireflux, maybe. Fireflux and Todak, it's a little iffy. It's a little bit iffy, I feel like, for these 2. But Todak is, we'll see. I don't know. I think we can beat Cambodia. Malaysia's a little bit trickier, but this time we do have a coach, right? We do have a coach. Not only do we have a coach, but like we have a coach who knows. Coach Dale came from freaking from Malaysia, so like we have someone who knows Todak. Like we do have someone who knows Todak. People that think like what like if you don't think OP, I was saying this the other night, like if you don't think OP can get like wherever you put OP in this standing, like number 8, number 9, if you're thinking OP is gonna get number 8 or number 9, like what makes you think like that means you're saying BTK would have only got 6 or 7. Let's be real. Because once again, BTK did not stomp OP, bro. It was down to the wire. They are very equal. That's exactly how that works, bro. Because you can't even make the argument of like, OP doesn't have world stage experience or like there's no real argument there that makes it sound like. Don't get me wrong, to get to like AV just said, to get to top 4, I think they definitely need some they need a pretty clean bracket. But again, but also with some bad luck, like it's not how it works. How does it not how it works? Look at M4. What about M4, bro? What are you talking about? I will also say this. Any of these 5 teams here, EVOS, any of these 5 teams, EVOS, Phoenix, OP, Todak, or Fireflux, they get a bad group stage, they could be out first round. It could happen. I believe that too. Just like I think any of these teams could get to number 4 slot, any of them could also get knocked out. They get a bad batch, bro. Like, EVOS gets like Echo on, or no, they can't. So like they can't get Onyx. So like, I think EVOS has a slight advantage here, but they get like Echo, Todak, and Phoenix. They could get knocked out, just like Todak or Phoenix could get knocked out. Well, they can't get Echo Phoenix. EVOS probably has the best odds at group stage. Because they can't go against Onyx, and they can't get like they can't get an Indo Onyx Myanmar. They can. You're right. Never mind. They could get Black. So they could get Black, Myanmar, and then this. Like this would be a pretty nasty group stage right here, bro. This would be a nasty group stage. This would be a nasty group stage. Ken, you're talking about one. You're talking about. Here's the thing, though, bro. Like, still, what you're saying, like, it's not like BTK got one close game. Like, nothing. Like, there's no way you can argue. Like, there's literally no debate that says that BTK is leagues above OP. There's just no debate there. Nothing says they are 4 or 5 positions above OP. Nothing about the past. Like, there's nothing there. They're like, BTK was the better team at the grand finals, and they are. So I'm just saying, like, if we're going to hypothetically talk, we can't hypothetically put BTK 3, 4, 5 positions above where we would put OP. Oh yeah, you're right. If OP loses Todak, that doesn't mean we're not saying that. I'm just saying in a tier list, like, because somebody said like OP 6, ha ha ha, like, and it's like, and they had a 0.1% name, so I'm guessing they're. I love this chat. We're again, guys, like, how do we continuously fall back onto OP versus BTK? How do we continuously do that? I guess this time it was my fault. I guess this is my fault. We're talking about MSC here, guys. We're talking about MSC. We're digressing, guys. We're digressing. We're digressing. Fungi, no, I just felt like, I just think it's funny that, like, a lot of like I said, I mean, there's, like, I don't even know if I can make a, never mind. I don't even know if I can. I'm gonna not talk about what I was about to talk about and get it back into that conversation. To the tier list, like I said, I just think, like, it's this is why I can't record myself when I'm live doing these tier lists. I would have to not read chat at all. And even then, it's like a bad time to do this because all everyone does is argue in chat. That's what and I have to not show super chat. That's what I have to do. I just have to delete chat on screen and then record. Yeah, when I see the group draw, and then I can be like, all right, yeah, I don't know if this team's gonna make it. So group draw drops tomorrow night, or the day after tomorrow. It drops like late AMs tomorrow, or are they doing it tonight? Let's send a message to Hoon. See if we can figure out. Someone at Beans too. Honestly, we might be ending stream soon. It's about that time. It's almost 12. Honestly, though, but also since Rosa's not playing, I kind of have to put Fireflux down, man. Like, they could get knocked out in group. Like, I know Turkey's good, but that is one thing I can agree with Ken. Rosa was a great mid laner for Incendio. Guys, there's no debate of like, listen, we all know BTK is currently the better team than OP, but I still think OP does well at MSC. I think NA is a strong region. I think if Ackerman went, they could do okay at MSC. I think they could get past group stage, depending on their group. Like let's say I had Ackerman here. I think they could take on. I think Ackerman could take on all 4 of these regions. I think they could get a win against Turkey possibly. I think maybe even beat Todak. But again, like that's the thing. Like this is a really small. It's only 12 teams, and they have a really hectic group stage. So like. I just believe in my region, guys. That's all. I'm not like a. Here's the difference between me and a lot of people. I'm not like a team. I'm not a team lover. I'm not like, oh, it's this team or nothing, guys. It's this team or nothing. I just think NA. I think genuinely as NA, we have a pretty good region. I think we have a good region, bro. Remember, bro, OP loses against Zane with 4 amateurs. Yato and T and Baj aren't actually amateurs. They've been playing in NA for the past 2 or 3 years. Just to let you know. Yato's gotten first place in NACT in the past. Baj should have had first place in NACT. He got second because of a weird rule. They're not really amateurs. Yato and Baj have beaten Basic before. They've beaten Shark before. Like that's not it's not, you know, T, same thing. Like they're rookies in a sense of they've never competed for a qualifier, so they've never competed on stage. TREX, what rule? Back when TFB faced up against New Wave, Dave had a very weird rule for the NACT Grand Finals. He had it that the loser bracket, if you were in the loser bracket, you had to not only beat the winning team in a best of 5, you then had to beat them in a best of 1 right after that. So even if you beat them in that best, I don't know if anyone remembers that. That was such a ish show. That was just, people were upset. Even New Wave, that was when New Wave was playing. And TFB beats New Wave 3-0. They beat them 3-0, I'm pretty sure. And then they lose 1 game to them and they lose it all. Yeah, bro. That was it would have made sense if they played another best of 5. It would have made sense if they played another best of 5 because that is like normal sometimes. In double elimination brackets, in a lot of games and a lot of events and real sports and all types of stuff, you have to beat the upper bracket team twice because because everyone gets 2 lives, right? Like that is fair in a sense. Honestly, it's kind of weird in Mobile Legends that the loser bracket team doesn't have to do that because they got 2 lives, right? So like that would have been, but the fact that they made it a best of 1, upper bracket advantage is okay. I'm not against an upper bracket advantage. It's the type of advantage they had was very strange. Let's be real. Like I said, if they had a full life, that would have been okay. If New Wave had if New Wave loses, all right, now we do another bet. So essentially New Wave loses, they go to the lower bracket essentially finally, and they face them again, right? And another best of 5. That would have been a bit more normal. But playing the best, that was weird. No, they didn't have a 1-game upper bracket advantage. They play a best of 5, and then they have to run it back 1 game. So essentially it's 1 game decides it all. The best of 5 didn't matter at all. It was just 1 game that decided it all. It was really strange. Even after we interviewed New Wave and the players, like us casters, we interviewed New Wave on live, and even they were like, we feel a little weird right now. We're happy that we won, but we feel a little weird. New Wave is Ignis. New Wave is Ignis now. They just won where's Mobile Legends? They just won Super League, bro. But North. Right? Yeah, this is New Wave. Essentially, you have Ziggy, Nikto, Tamal, B Gamer still as one of the coaches, and they just won. They got first place in Latam Super League North. They won 4-3. James McDonald. I remember years ago, Pika and Dave would do NACTs way before M3. No one even heard of you, exclamation point. I'm confused how you and G, the ACO, try to take credit for making NA by hosting tournaments. Okay. Yeah, I'll give you, even though you're kind of it feels a little bit like you're, trying to attack or whatever, right? So anyone that knows and has been around for the past year or two knows that, and I say this all the time, Dave put me on essentially, right? Dave is the first person who ever had me cast back in right before M3 qualifiers. He had an NACT. It was my first time casting, me and Boca Roscoe. And then he casted for the M3 qualifiers with Sir Action Slacks and some other people. And Captain, I forget, Sir Action Slacks and I forget their names sometimes, with the Dota casters, right? And essentially, what happened was this. After that, Dave fell off the map. He went to, after M3, BTK did amazing. Nothing was coming, right? Everyone was upset there wasn't an MPL. Dave essentially went to, Pokemon Unite and Wild Rift and stuff. Pika wasn't doing any, Pika hadn't done an event for a while. And then Pika also went to Pokemon Unite. And NA was essentially dying. All of the teams and players were switching to Wild Rift, etc., etc. So what we did was I started the NASL, the very first ever league format in NA. It wasn't just a tournament. It wasn't just a singular tournament. And we had all the players in NACT that you now know and like, other than Hoon and Zane and Chicken, Basic, back when we had the Valley for 3 seasons, we had Ackerman for several seasons, we had Area 77, Yato, Joybaj, TFB, pretty much all these teams that are now top 8 teams, the Simpsons, all of those teams, we kept them playing for a year when nobody was doing anything here. When all of the top content creators weren't doing anything, no events, nothing at all, us smaller guys who had no names kept things going. I put like thousands of dollars into tournament prize pools. Was able to get sponsorships for tournament prize pools in Season 2 of NASL. So, I mean, that's why. We don't try to take credit. We give tons of credit to the... I mean, you got to think about it. It's like this. It's like this, right? It's like Dave, Zane, and General are like the big 3, right? And then you have guys like me, G, Wheezy, people like us who have continued to now make smaller events and help. Not only that, but like we helped a lot of the smaller teams grow. Like, for example, something I was super proud of was a team like the Simpsons and a team like Team First Blood. 2 teams that really weren't that great back then. They were like a number 10. They were like number 12 teams. When it came to NACTs, they would get like top 16. Those are 2 teams that made it to the finals. And where did they come from? They came from the NASL, essentially. They practiced and played in the NASL. So, yeah, you know, that's why we take a little bit of credit for where NA is right now. Because during a year when nobody was doing anything, Zane was over in Indonesia, and like BTK was over in Indonesia and in the Philippines, etc. General wouldn't even play in our events. It's not like we had like small prize pools either. We had $1,000, $2,000. We had a $3,000 prize pool for I think Season 3 or Season 2. Season 3 we did 22,000 concurrents. So yeah, I would say I've earned a right to say I've been a part of the I've had a heavy impact on the community. I would say that. I've earned that. I don't really talk about it much. But I would say I've earned the right, and when somebody asks me, I'll bring that out. I don't know. Mayhem Cup. Oh, guys. Mayhem Cup, July. We have some dates. I'll be posting more stuff soon. The bracket will be 19th to the 23rd of July. 19th to the 23rd. We may do a group stage. Most likely going to do a group stage. I'm thinking about bumping up the number to 10 teams. Having a group stage where the bottom teams, 2 groups of 5. And the bottom team will be knocked out, not going to bracket. So 8 teams will go to bracket. We'll start with 10 in group stage. The lowest team of each group, 2 groups of 5, the lowest team of each group will be knocked out. And yeah. I will say this. Qualifiers are not going to be handled by me. Qualifiers are going to be handled by the MLSA and by the NABA. I will not do qualifiers. I'm inviting several teams. Teams like Outplay. We'll see if BTK's around at that point. I'm waiting to send Zane a message because everything that's been going on. We have Empire's going to be joining. We may have Ignis involved, B-Gamer in them. We've sent invites essentially to all of the top NACT teams, and then we'll have about 4 or 5 qualifying spots open. That'll be held through the MLSA and NABA pretty much. And like my overall goal is to have this cup happen in between each season. So like after fall season and after M5, we'll probably do something in February. And the fact that I really like, I think a really cool idea would be with MLSA and NABA both happening pretty regularly. We'll continue to, they will kind of work as slots, and whenever Private comes in and does his thing, Ion, NDL, whatever, we'll also pull from there. And like, if you look at like a lot of events, a lot of games, and like all those things, a lot of them have like there'll be several events that happen worldwide or nationwide or whatever, and when you compete in these, you get points and stuff, and the teams with the most points go to the big tournaments, etc. So that might be how we work with the Mayhem Cup, and it'll be like, if you secure a lot of wins in MLSA, if you secure a lot of wins in the NABA, if you secure a lot of wins in Ion, then you rack up points, and that qualifies you into the Can I ask you something? What makes OP and NA squad with 90%? So yeah, that's pretty much my idea. Can I ask you something? What makes OP and NA squad when 90% are not actual NA players? I'm confused. How long? Hoon's lived in America for how long? Hoon might not like have a. So you have to think about this, right? America's kind of weird like that. Like, Hoon might not have complete citizenship, but I'm pretty sure he has a permanent visa. Same thing with, who else is on the squad? Basic? Like, bro, probably like half of America wasn't born in America. You have to think about, like, NA is like, America is like a. If you have residency, then, you know, then Yureshi's in Canada, right? Shark is Vietnamese, Basic, Yureshi, Pinoy. Bro, okay. Nobody's American, though. You don't, like, that's not how America works. Nobody is American unless you're native, unless you're an Indian. I'm Irish. I'm German, Italian, Scottish, and Irish. Are we saying I'm not American? Like, that's the thing that I think so many people don't understand. My grandma came over on the boat from Ireland, yo. Top of the morning to you, mate. Sorry, Shade, and I don't mean to like be aggressive towards you. I don't really like that, like, all right, so like that's one thing that's weird about Wikipedia. They put like their flags on here, and I don't really like that because it causes confusion, right? Because here's the reality is like that's just their nationality. And I feel like when it comes to NA, maybe they shouldn't do that. It's not like Hoon was imported from a Korean team and brought here. You know what I'm saying? It makes sense to like have the PH flag for Kyrie and Indo. And it would make sense for Yureshi to have a PH or an Indo flag, right? Because he comes from a overseas team. He played in overseas teams. Then he comes over here and plays. But like, Hoon never played for a team overseas, right? I don't think so. In any game. He always played for NA. How long has Hoon been playing in NA? He's an American player. You know? Do you think NA should have first seed instead of Malaysia if Outplay ranks higher than Todak? Okay. I was looking at that earlier. I'm surprised Todak has a first seed. I'm surprised Todak has a first seed. I kind of feel like NA deserves it maybe more. We scored higher in M4. But hey, MSC chooses, it's still Southeast Asia region. That might be why we don't. But also we had to send a runner-up. You could maybe NA did have a number 1 seed, a group 1 seed, but since we sent a runner-up, now it's like, I think like if we didn't send our runner up, I would be a lot more mad. I'd be like, yo, why don't we have a group 1? No, it's not because of MPL region. Myanmar doesn't have an MPL. They have a slot 1 pick. They're in group 1. Yeah, the rules made Todak a seed. I know that's the rules. But it's like, what, who made those rules that said, who's writing these rules, man? and there's a good point there too, right? Owak, NA is still a top 4 region. Probably should have had a top 4 seed. Is Zane gonna quit ML? I don't know. I don't think we win MSC, no. I mean, maybe. Who knows? Maybe them boys get out there and just tear things up. I would love it. Don't get me wrong. I would love NA to win MSC. I just don't think I've already said this. I think Echo's taken this. I think Echo's taken it. I think Echo's taken everything this year. They're taking everything this year, man. I'm not watching MSC without BTK. That's depressing, bro. You're going to miss some great games. I'm sorry to hear that, Moben. I hope you find something to do in the summer. I guess you'll be touching grass unlike me. I don't even if Zane and Chicken was there, I don't think they could. Let's say BTK went with Chicken. I don't know if they could take MSC. Let's say the Valley stuck together. No, and they all became best friends and stayed together and went to MSC. I don't know if they could do it. I think Echo is. I think like Echo. Like I said, I still think Echo takes everything. Still think Echo takes everything. Aside from Team OP. I'll be wearing this jacket. Let's put it this way. I'll be wearing this jacket, bro. I'll be wearing this jacket when OP's not playing. For some reason, I also like Malaysia. I don't know why, but I like Malaysia. I'd like to see Todak do okay. All right, we're almost at 3 hours. We're going to call it, guys. I think we're going to call the live stream. Tomo. TREX! What's up, Tomo? I just got here, though, Ritz. I'm sorry. My wonderful Ritz. My wonderful Ritzeth. Ritzeth. With the Riz. Ritz with the Riz. Like the cracker. She's cracking like a cracker. She's crispy. Anyways. Only Myanmar can beat the PH? I don't know about that. Tomo, thank you. I really do appreciate that. Don't get me wrong. I also would love to see another region. I would love to see someone other than Indo or PH win. I'd love to see something like this. Something like this, bro. Something like this. Hell, something like this. I'd love to see it, bro. I think if I had to pick any other region to win, other than Indo or PH, it would be this. It would be this. Oh, I'm not showing you guys. I'm not showing you anything. If I if I had to see any other region win, it'd be one of these four. Bro, Theo Sakalam's been asking me to watch MSC 2022. This guy's got dedication. I'll give him that, bro. I don't know the diss track, bro. That was just freestyle, bro. I don't know the diss track. Mobile Wolf, I'm sorry. He said, can we hear the diss track again? That was just off the top of my head, bro. I will never repeat that again because it was completely and utterly random. Theo, I responded to that ages ago, Ritz. When I first started the stream and watching games, I responded to this. He left for like 20 minutes and then came back like and was spamming the same thing again. I did some raps earlier. You guys missed it. I'm sorry. I showed you guys some actual songs. Yeah, I know. It's like, Theo, we finally saw it, okay? No, I responded to that ages ago. I love TREX. It's slightly different this time. No, I'm not sending any of that stuff, bro. I'm not sending any of that. Maybe I'll post it one day. When we get to 10K subs, I'll post one of them. No, I didn't do a freestyle earlier. I showed an actual recorded song that I had. This one.
Shoes on my feet, $100 to my name, but that won't pay rent. I gotta call myself a Uber phone on 0%, but I still keep a smile on for what it's worth. Even though I'm broke, I'm running late for work. Just got a text that I couldn't make up. My girl said HB, I think we should break up, but that's cool, it's okay, can't ruin my morning. I can see the sunshine even when it's storming.
Alright, that's it. Bro, that's not... Why do you keep saying that's private? Then we got gangster TREX. You guys want gangster TREX?
The kid on the block with a series.
Oh.
Where everyone's kids get shot, raised with no pops, drug addict moms, living a life where there's no right or wrong, where everyone's robbing and stealing, dealing at work, you don't know what they selling.
Anyways. You selling mixtapes on the hood? Then we have Loverboy TREX. You guys ready for Loverboy TREX? Ritz, the song's dedicated to you. This song's for Ritz.
Kinda like the sunrise. You're a beautiful start to my day, or maybe like the moonlight. Cause you always seem to light my way. You make it easy.
This is not really to Ritz. I was joking. Yeah, this is to Ken.
Easier, so easier. And I need your love right now. You're kinda like the sunrise. You're a beautiful start to my day, or maybe like the moonlight. Cause you always seem to light my way. You make it easier, so easier. Keep me up when I feel down. Make it easier.
Wait for the bars.
Easier.
Wait for the bars. Here comes the bars.
Right now. Kinda like the
Shelter in my storm, my oasis in the desert. When the whole world wants to hurt me, be the things that gives me pleasure. The moon that lights my darkness, my stars and constellations. Like gravity, I'm grounded to your love and its rotation. You're the spark that lights my fire, the wings that keep me higher. Reflection of an angel and a voice that's like a choir. So sing me your sweet nothings, whisper in my ear. Tell me that you love me, cause you're kinda like the sunrise. You're a beautiful start to my day, or maybe like the moonlight. That's it.
She said you made me feel like you hate me. We've been drifting apart lately, baby. Maybe life I still.
Oh, so loud. Some of the mixes on those were really bad. Did you upload it on Spotify? No, bro. No, 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 no. Upload it and make money. I don't think it's that good. I think this song, the one song is a banger and like it should have been released, but it never got. It's just a rough mix. Like this is a really rough mix. This is like a really. I need lower witchers. This is like a really rough mix. It's a great song. It's a great song. This is probably like one of the most poppy. I think this song had like this song really had opportunity. I think I just never finished it.
Never rain on my parade. I'ma go and find a shady spot to stay. Raindrops on my windowsill.
I think it's just really poppy. Like it's something that like it's radio. It's very radio friendly.
On my windowsill, because what I see is a silver line, and when there's gray clouds in the daytime, they.
Yeah. I just can't spend time in honestly one of the reasons I started doing content on YouTube is because I didn't have time to be at the studio anymore, but I still wanted to create content. So right before I started streaming, like before COVID, life happened, things happened in my life where I had to be home more and I couldn't be in a studio all night long recording. So I decided to start and then the person who I saw this guy streaming on Facebook. His name is Buzzbee. I forget. He does crazy Super Mario runs. He does like the Kaizo world and stuff, like really insane Super Mario stuff, old school Mario stuff. And I saw him streaming. I was like, wait, people like this is a thing, huh? And I wasn't ever like super big into it all. And I played Mobile Legends, but I started streaming on Omelet Arcade. And then eventually during COVID, I bought a computer and I started streaming. And then one thing eventually led to another. But I wanted to create content either way. Like I enjoy entertainment, and I think that's what eventually led me to casting because it's kind of similar to doing music and stuff like that. So yeah. Who introduced MLBB to you? An old friend of mine way back. I remember when Cyclops and Bane and all them came out. Like way back I got introduced. I played Clint. way, way back. Back when I was complete garbage. And then I came back during COVID. I started playing again during COVID. A little bit before COVID, I started playing. This was like even before Khalid and Popo Tank. Yo, my Popo and Koopa Tank though, I remember the very first time I ever, so like I knew, this was back in Facebook days, I knew of Zane. And like, but I didn't like, I've never spoken, this was like when I was still just like a complete nobody. And I got a match with Zane. And I was like, oh shit, bro, I'm playing with Zane. I have to be on point. And I tanked Popo'd and we won. I tanked Popo'd good. And then people from his chat came into my stream on Facebook and said, you're not good enough to be with Zane or something like that. Because I think I like said something in the chat like, yo, Zane. I was like I was kind of fan struck back then, you know? All right, I gotta call it, guys. It's 12:30 a.m. I have work tomorrow. I want to watch some anime tonight, and no, this isn't opening up a conversation to talk about anime. So yeah, it's bedtime. I want to watch some Hell's Paradise. New episode of Vinland Saga dropped not too long ago. I still haven't watched the newest episode of Demon Slayer. Boku no Pico. Yeah, I gotta watch some of that, bro. No, bro, but yeah, Hell's Paradise. There's 2 episodes. I gotta catch up 2 episodes. So yeah, TREX is out. Much love, everybody. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream tonight. It was fun talking with you guys once again. The streams have been getting a bit longer, which has been nice too. Sammy's still doing content. He's doing Genshin Impact content. He's doing pretty good, so I'm happy for him. But all right, guys, much love. I'm out. Baga, I'm sure tomorrow I'll wake up to some clips of me singing songs and rapping. It's better than drama clips, I will say that, so I'm not against it. Much love, guys.